Should be approved.
Thank you.
No problem.
Well, it certainly has potential.
Oh,
It needs some work, but
some work. Viatelli, what are you talking about? This place is awesome. Look at the size of this place. Look at it. We got an old dock upstairs. Come on, let's take a look. And he runs like a kid upstairs.
Yeah, you run upstairs. Let's see, what would be upstairs? You leave the hidden torture chamber behind, and you run over. There's some empty apartments that are all busted up. You run up to some more kind of turned over, busted apartments. A door that leads into just like an empty space room. And as you go outside, you're looking down, quite far down. And if you go up the stairs, you're going to see that there's a number of establishments. The first one you come to is known as Terminus Tastes, which is House Ghallanda licensed, which means it's a good quality place to eat. And if you run up the stairs even more, there's going to be a place called Civis Books, where you're going to see that there is a gnome wearing House Civis, one of the Dragonmarked houses, House Civis livery, and is like writing and reading books, and has tons and tons of scrolls and books all around them. And they wave and they go, hello!
Hello.
And, hi! And if you continue upward, you're going to see a big, beautiful, what are they called? Sky
Ports?
Sky Coach. You're going to see this big, beautiful, very unique looking Sky Coach, and tons of people standing around at the top of the platform waiting to make use of it.
Oh. Okay, this could work. And so, Ryan, this is all stuff that's independent stores and stuff right next to our place.
Yeah. So you guys essentially own the penthouse. It's like, yeah. So these establishments are independent, but these three towers are owned by you guys for the most part. But there are a couple of apartments that are loaned out. So the best way to think of it is the penthouse is here, and some of the mid apartments in this tower belong to you guys. But there are the top 3 floors of this tower are owned by independent businesses, and the roof is owned by a Sky Coach.
that's
Awesome.
fantastic. Location.
Absolutely, this is great. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah. If you look down from your little bridge there, you'll notice that there is like a little trade market sort of at the back of Terminus Station leading deeper into the district. So you've got, maybe there's some businesses down there you'd like to check out. But you guys are in a really business dense location, which is nice.
Oh, hells yes! This is amazing. I'll rejoin the others.
Cool.
Well, I suppose we might as well get something out of our work that we did. So, sure.
Well, and like Nero said, it would be good to have a vacation spot away from the court. And if there's ever a need, you have an opportunity to rent it out, so you have pocket money for when you're traveling. That way you can hire appropriate servants and that sort of thing.
That's very true.
You already got. Selena's already got the two gobbles with her.
Hey, we find the term gobbo offensive.
I speak in Goblin. My apologies, man. I didn't mean any offense.
Yeah, you flip it immediately back around as you speak Goblin. They're like, all right. This guy's cool.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're keeping it, right?
Of
I
course.
I think that's the consensus.
Um. This is okay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, there'll be a lot of cleaning up to do, but okay, we just need to get back to Tail and tell him we agree.
We need to go sign the deed over.
Yeah, yeah, one of those deed things. Yeah, exactly. You okay, Ryan?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Just laugh. I'll make it easy for you guys. You guys can send like, if you guys want to like send a message to Tails of the Drunken Dragon. You can, let you guys know. But you guys can like, I mean, you don't own the place as of a technicality yet, but you kind of do. So if you guys wanted to like sleep here, and the next morning you guys can go get the deed signed over, that's a possibility.
Absolutely.
What point of the day is this?
We'll say, because you guys like did the whole sewer tour, and oh no, you slept at Caylon's and then came here.
Yeah.
Midday, so you guys don't really need to sleep. You can just go.
Yeah,
Find,
like I'm pretty good.
yeah, you can go find Tails and get this signed over today, probably.
Yeah,
that's
and if it's possible on the either the way to or the way back from, I would like to stop by the House Fjarlin enclave, because I have two questions that they would probably be able to answer. One is, what's the deal in Sharn with property and taxes? And two, who do they hire their drudgery service out to? Because I'll want to contact those same people.
Their what service?
Their drudge service, the cleaners.
Okay. Fair enough. Good. It's a good question. Where's this is Fjarlin? You're gonna ask Fjarlin where their cleaning services are from?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
essentially, who do you use?
Oh, I see. Fair enough. Okay, let me take a little peek here. 12 pillars. I'm gonna go find your Fjarlin enclave here. Okay, let's take a look. Nope, nope. Okay. Let's go take a look. So you're probably been living in. Let's see. These are just shops though. Let's see them there. Okay, yeah. Just as I thought. You've probably been living in. Come on, get there. Get there. There we go. In the Dragon Towers in Middle Central, where all of the Dragon Mart houses have basically outposts. Everyone from Thrash to Campus have outposts in the Dragon Towers, and that's probably where you could take the party. I'll send you a little private message on top of that via Telly.
Okay.
All right. So that is, yeah, the Dragon Towers would be the way to go.
And if they need to wait outside, that's perfectly fine. I'm I just have two important questions specifically about what we're getting into as a community.
Awesome. Definitely. Okay, sure. Um, Let me think how else to handle this. Well, I'll tell you what. To hand over the deed to make life a little more streamlined, perhaps. Um, you guys are probably going to have to go to like a civic center or something like that to get the deed transferred over, and they probably have that information very available. But you're more than welcome to go to Fjarland if that is your preference, which makes sense.
Well, they're the resource I know.
That's perfectly fair. Okay, so we're gonna head over to the Dragon Tower or the other place.
Could Benrig stay at
Of
the
course.
apartment? I was just gonna walk through casting mending on stuff.
Got it. It would take a while.
Yeah.
It's quicker, but like, yeah, you can go to like fix little scenes here.
Yeah, small stuff.
Yeah, sure. Fantastic. You start getting to work. That's mighty kind of you.
Ryan.
Yep.
Before we leave, looking over how much dirt and grime there is we're gonna have to need to clean this place up. I'm gonna ask the others and say like, hey, can I invite a friend over to help? I know we could use an extra pair of hands.
I have every intention of hiring some extra hands, so that's fine. Whatever works for you.
Okay, thanks for your telling. No problem. And he's gonna try taking a look at that civic station.
Okay. The Civ Station. All right. Let's see here. So I'm just trying to look at things. Alright. There we go. Oh my god, no, look at that. Sorry, juggling a couple things here. Okay, so it sounds like Benrig, Tally's like, there's probably some historical nonsense here to look over. I'll hang out with Benrig. You will do just that. Benrig, you're staying to do some mending, start fixing up the place. Does that mean Selena and Viatelli are going to go find Fjarland and then Tales and then get the deed signed over?
Sure.
I'll join them after I just handle this quick thing.
Okay. Did you two want to wait for Nero then, for whatever he's up to?
Yeah. Actually, we'll move on all the way up to the roof. We'll take the sky coach to get us where we need to go. That's much more time economical than hoofing it.
Fair enough. Okay. You two make your way up. Nero, you take the lift down. You're going to see, as you step out from the lift, the bodega to the left. And as you step out onto the station floor, you're going to continue to see House Orion members with livery on, directing people to board and get off the lightning rails. What do you do?
I was just gonna go to the civic station.
The Civis Station. Oh, okay, so you go up to Civis Books.
Yeah, civic books.
Alright, you go up to Civis Books. You see a small gnome in the back, sort of reading a book. She says, "Hello again."
Oh, yeah, hello. Yeah, hi again. Nero, I'm your new neighbor over in at the empty place.
The empty place? You got one of those old rundown penthouses?
Oh yeah, yeah. Imagine my luck.
Did you get hold of that?
Yeah, I had to go into the sewers for a little bit, but yeah, it came out clean.
Sewers? Why'd you go into the sewers to get a penthouse?
Feels like favor for a friend. It's a long story, but
Who's your friend?
Feels like, yeah, it's a long story. Actually, you're this is a civis place, right?
That's right. Civis owned. We deal in scrolls and books.
Cool, cool. That's awesome. Do you guys do messaging at all?
No, not here. If you're looking for like a proper messaging station, um, shit, that's a good point. Never considered that. Yeah, fuck it. We do that in the back.
Okay. Well, awesome. That's great. Yeah, yeah. I need you to
Cool.
get him. I need to. I'm trying to invite a friend over to the penthouse to help clean up. Can you get a message over to where would he live, Ryan?
Who are you talking about?
Remus.
Sorry, who?
Remus, one of the NPCs.
All right, let me go.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I got it up in the notes.
All right, I gotta go find your backstory. Where did you send me your backstory?
I put it on the under the D&D Beyond notes section.
Okay, let me refresh here. Oh, you just. Oh, okay, cool. There we go. Remus, huh? Oh, okay, I got you. Where were
Yeah.
you? I don't. That's probably somewhere in Lower Dura. Probably not doing much better than you, honestly.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, can you get a message down to Laura Dora?
Goes, oh, I mean, sure, I can if you want.
Yeah.
Go ahead. And she takes out a pen and a quill and a piece of paper.
Uh, um, Remus, it's me, Nero. I, I just, you will not imagine my luck. Come to Tavik's Landing at the Orion Station penthouse. And I gave him the exact address. Don't. I met a whole crew. We just got this place. We're gonna need help cleaning up.
Man, that's a lot of.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's my fault. Here, I'll just do it tally-wise. There we go. Remus, it's me, Nero. You will not imagine my luck. Come to the terminus station penthouses. Go, keep going.
Station. Help. Need help cleaning. We'll pay.
Okay.
You gotta see this place.
You have to see this place. Okay, that will be. Let's see here. That will be. That will be. That's going to be 58 silver. So 5 gold, 8 silver.
Oh yeah. By the way, can you add a quick PS to that?
Oh, okay, hang on. 58 silver pieces. Okay, keep going.
PS. Don't mind the ghost. He's cool.
Ghost, he is cool. All right, that would be an additional 16 silver on top of it.
Okay, 5 gold.
So your total will be 6, 7. That'll be 72 silver pieces. So 7 gold, 2 silver.
2 silver. Man, can't usually afford stuff like this. This is amazing. This is nuts. Thanks, but thanks.
Yeah, no problem. All right, we'll make sure this gets to your Remus friend in Lower Dura.
Okay, thank you. And I'll tell Elaine the ghost that a buddy of mine is coming over.
Okay.
His name will be Remus. I describe him, what he looks like, and if he gets here before me, don't toss him out a window.
Oh, very well, sir.
Thanks a lot.
This is going to be ship soon enough.
Well, thanks a lot, man. And I run off to join the others.
No problem, man. And you run off. All right. So you, Nero, join the other two, but before you do, Viatelli and Princess Selena, you're going to approach this handsome-looking half-elven fellow who is standing beside this gorgeous sky coach that is definitely more decorated than you've ever seen before. It's got like this steel or silver Pegasus off the front. It looks like more of like a sports, it looks fast. And this guy's standing there, and he turns and he goes, "Hey, step right up. You wanna get on my sky coach? No problem. I can take you wherever you want in the city for a small fee."
And how small is that fee, good sir?
Oh, I charge just the same as anybody else around here, but you're gonna get there with the speed and safety assured by House Lyrandar. So, 2 silver reward. Where are you heading?
Initially we're headed to the Dragon Tower.
Okay, that's he snaps his fingers and goes, "That's Middle Central, if I'm not mistaken."
I believe so.
Excellent. Let's see. So we're in Addicts Lane. That'd be 1, 2. That'd be only 2 districts. So we'll charge the both of you 4 silver each.
We're gonna have a third, so I'll cover all of it.
Oh, well, you sound like a good friend. Well, hop right aboard, get yourselves comfy, and we're gonna take off just as sure as we can. We'll wait for your friend.
Okay.
At that point, Nero, you come running up as the 2 of them are boarding. This guy goes, "Whoa, who are you, buddy?"
I'm with them. I'm with the elf and the fairy princess.
Oh, okay. Well, hop aboard.
Thanks. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, no problem. And as he hops aboard, he says, just so you threes know, my name is Dover Lyrandar. It's a pleasure to be of service for you today. Welcome aboard the Silver Pegasus. Let's get you where you need to be going." He hops behind this very unique looking, almost like ship wheel. He puts some goggles on. He says, "Hold on tight." And the ship lifts into the air and speeds away with great haste as Dover Lyrandar is going to take you where you need to go. He says, "Is this your final destination, or you want to rent me out for a little while longer? I can wait."
Absolutely would like to keep you on. We'll eventually be circling and going all the way back, but
Fair enough. Well then, call me a ride for a little while. I'll just wait outside until you're ready.
fantastic. Thank you.
In no time at all, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this baby moves 5 minutes award. So after 10 minutes of flying up into the center part of the city, you're going to come to Middle Central. Now, you see that this part of the city is very intriguing. You see the ambassador towers that are full of emissaries, envoys, embassies, consulates, from all of the Thronehold nations across Eberron, across Corvair, I should say. You see that there are ambassadors from the King's Citadel, Brailish Intelligence. You see, and then there it is as you come into landing on one of the side towers here is the magnificent Dragon Towers as the primary enclave of every Dragon Marked house in this city. There's the Sovereign Towers a little ways on, the grandest temple in all of Sharn, the Pavilion of the Host, a complex of 9 towers dedicated to the Sovereign Host, with the Cathedral of Cleansing Flame, the seat of the Silver Flame religion, and many, many more intriguing towers find themselves here in this beautiful district. But you land at the Dragon Towers. Dover says, "I'll just be here. I'll give you come out and find me in an hour if you're going to be extra long." You guys step out. Oh no, I believe that was very important. The Dragon Towers, the House of Dragon Marked Power here in the city of Sharn. Let's see. There is a cluster of glistening towers built from enchanted stone, undoubtedly made by House Cannith. Magical sigils and banners of the 12 are floating on the outside of the towers, stretching up towards the sky, disappearing into the clouds, all linked by sky bridges, balconies, and even elemental lips. The atmosphere is a mix of luxury, arcane marvels, and perhaps a little hushed political intrigue. Security is very tight. You see House Cannith defenders patrol the streets alongside Warforged guardians of House Cannith. And uninvited guests will probably find themselves quickly turned away. But you make your way within, you being recognized via Telly, your dragon mark proudly shown perhaps, and find your way to the House Yarlin Tower. It's not terribly prominent, as some of the other enclaves here, but it has a discrete but very distinct office here for client meetings, information brokering, and of course, most importantly, performances. Via Telly, you walk into the offices. Maybe Miro and Selena are a little surprised. Via Telly's like, oh yeah, like for Yarlin, I live in the city, whatever. It looks more like an office than a place where someone might live, but no. Via Telly, you walk in. You are going to see an elf sitting at the desk, an administrator of sorts who you are going to recognize as... Hold for it. Oh god, that's not going to be her name. Hang on. Yikes, that was almost a doozy. Her name is Delru Fjarlin. She says, "Oh, Viatelli, welcome. Good to see you. I see you brought some friends."
Yes. We're trying to wrap up a few errands. I need some information.
Sure.
And I don't know where to turn. We're about to come into some property, and I don't know two important things. One, it needs some work, and well, I'm not acclimatized to doing that myself. So I want to find out who we hire, who House Fjarlin hires to handle that, and I will contact them to schedule a similar service.
Fair enough.
And the second thing is, I'm certain that there are taxes for property, but I have no idea what they are.
Fair enough. Well, for the taxes, that's very easy. You just go to the civic centers and they can point you in the right direction for tax information. I can figure it out for you here if you like. But as for cleaning services, that's very easy. I'd suggest getting in touch with House Ghallanda, the House of Hospitality. They would know best, and that's who we use for, cleaning, refurbishing, architecture, that sort of thing.
Okay, that's fantastic. We have a adjacent place that is being run by House Ghallanda to the property that we're about to acquire, so that would be fantastic. I don't know if I need to let anybody know that I won't be staying inside the dents any longer once we get this new property started and appropriately livable.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for letting me know, and I'll pass that information along to relevant individuals who need to know about it.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very kindly.
Yeah, we'll come back anytime.
I'm certain that we will.
And she goes back to picking up her quill and filling out paperwork and such. Where would you like to go next?
Well, it'll be back to the Sky Coach to grab Tails and probably to a Civics Center.
Fair enough. Well, we can expedite that to some degree without issue. You guys are going to the Drunken Dragon, which is, if I'm not mistaken, Upper Dura, so that's going to be 2 wards, so that's another 4 silver to each of the riders, Nero, Viatelli, and Selena. You go there, to make life easy, one of you pops in, and it's like, yep, good, we're good to go. I'll even say Dover does it. He says, you guys hold tight, I'll go grab your friend. He runs on inside, comes out with Tails, who hops aboard, and says, so, how did you like the place? Does it suit your needs?
I think that it will be fantastic once we get some reasonable sprucing done onto it. There were some unfortunate squatters, but they have been encouraged to move on.
Most fair. Most fair. Very well, let's get this signed over. Happy day. All right. 2 12 pillars in Upper Tavik's Landing. And Dover will say that'll be 4 more silver. We gotta go through Memphis to get there.
Okay. I pull Vitality aside and say, hey, Vio, what's this about, paying taxes on the property?
You're in for 8 silver.
Okay.
What's taxes?
If you own property in a city, most properties come with a responsibility to the local government, and that is paid with a tax on that property that occurs with some degree of regularity.
So you have to pay a tax after you bought a piece of property?
Yes.
Even after you buy it like a year later?
Yes.
Man, that is such bullshit!
Not especially.
Wow.
I mean, depends on how much it is, but
I did not know that.
that's because you were a squatter.
It feels like, hey, that room is mine. I claimed it.
Right,
Squatters take things away from other people. I just laid in a place no one else was in, and I claimed it as mine.
Uh-huh. Well, welcome to polite society.
It was like, yeah, you'll learn about real society by staying with me. But thanks for the info.
We'll find out how much it is and figure out where we need to be in order to make that happen.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Tails will say, excuse Mr. Lyrandar, or excuse me, should I say Lord Lyrandar? He goes, I don't have no dragon mark, you don't need to call me a lord. He goes, oh, okay, very well. Mr. Lyrandar, could you take us right to the 12 Towers? I am aware of the laws of Upper Tavik's Landing, and I don't want my friends to be fined at all. He says, very well, Mr. Tails, very well. And Tails will turn and say, so, just so you all know, some of you may know this, Lord Fjarlin, you probably know this, but Tavik's Landing is a little bit more stingy than the other districts. So, there's fees that are incurred for, you need to get licenses to cast spells and carry weapons, and you need to dress with a certain finery in order to be allowed in the district. You're not allowed to do unruly behavior, such as shouting or fighting and such. So we're going to pull right up to 12 Towers, and we are going to get this done and get you all out of the district before we need to worry about any kind of fines or fees. But if you wanted to purchase a license, this is your time to do it. At which point, he indeed is going to bring you to Upper Tavik's Landing. This ward is effectively, as far as you can tell, a self-contained city catering to nobles that live here. It has beautifully fine housing, clearly skilled services, luxurious mercantile districts, and one entire district even seems to be sort of a designated servants district for nobles. It's sort of like an entire district that is like a live-in district for servants. Very fine. The services and lounging here is probably pretty fucking good. And as you know now, there are some very restrictive laws and fees that come with being in such a place. So you pull up to the big, beautiful 12 Towers, which is the civic heart of 12 Pillars, as its name probably suggests. Seems to be a massive courthouse with 12 pillars spiring them all. You are dropped in front of the Tower of Law. And Dover says, "All right, we're here." Tail says, "Come with me, my friends. This is where we this is where licenses are purchased and deeds are transferred and so on and so forth. Right this way. Please don't stray. Don't want anyone to, charge you a fee. I'd keep the weapons hidden if at all possible."
Where do you think I'm going to hide my weapon?
It's a great question. I don't have an answer to.
Yeah, maybe leave it on the boat for now.
Yes, the sky coach, perhaps.
I don't want to. Can I get a permit for it?
Of course. This would be the place to purchase it.
Permits are silly, but I guess I'll get one anyway.
I agree with you.
How much for a permit?
Tally, I didn't know you were here.
I'm always here.
I thought you were staying behind, but here you are. If you're with the party, that means you are 12 silver deep, my friend. Because you guys are using a sky coach to travel across the city, just so you know. He says, it depends on the permit. Actually, if you want a permit for carrying a weapon, I believe those go for 5 gold, I think. 5 gold to have a permit to carry weapons in Upper Tavik's Landing. 10 gold to cast spells. There's no permits for dress. You can't buy a permit to dress down. He tries to not look at Nero, and says, but yes, those are both permits that you can buy today.
I'll buy one for my weapon.
Very well, right this way. You walk into the big, beautiful Tower of Law, where there is, it's a fine courthouse, and there are many administrators around. There's a line. Not a long line today, which is nice. You guys only have to wait for about 5 minutes. So you hear, "Next." Tails walks up to the clerk, says, "Hello," and takes the documentation out and puts it on the table. He says, "I'd like to transfer the deed of the penthouse apartments of Terminus Station to my compatriots here. Yes, I'd like to put their names on the deed and have mine erased." She goes, "Very well, sir. Let's do that. What is your name? Can I have some identification?" He goes, "Oh, yes, we're here. There we go." And he goes, "Is there any identification for the rest of yous?"
No.
No.
I'm assuming that I probably have whatever House Fjarlin hands out as far as ID is concerned.
Yeah, I think, as I was saying it, I was like, well, that doesn't make much sense, because nobody carries ID. So I think so I'll say, when she's asking for ID, it's sort of like are you a noble? Do you have, a scroll of pedigree, basically?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, which I don't think any of you would have. And she goes, "Fair enough, just make your mark on the piece of paper," and she runs around a new deed and sort of pushes it over to all of you.
Okay. One of us couldn't be here. Would he? If I put his name down for him, would that still apply?
No. You must be present before witness.
Okay. Could he sign later?
Yes, he can.
Okay. Cool. I sign my name.
You all make your marks.
Absolutely.
Says, all right, excellent. I'm going to take this into the back room, and I'm going to get it authenticated with representatives of House Kundaric and House Civis. I'll be right back. And she will leave. Very quickly, as you're sitting there, this halfling woman is going to approach you four. She has two people at her left and right that seem to be like her servants or assistants, probably more like business assistants, as they have like note papers and they're writing and scrolling down on her behalf. And she says, "Excuse me, did I hear that you're all gaining ownership for deeds for the penthouse apartments in Terminus Station?"
You did hear correctly, madam.
Oh, great. Well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shavina de Ghallanda. I'm also known as Shavina the Architect. I'm a pretty high-ranking member in House Ghallanda. More specifically, the Dawn Builder Guild. In fact, and I've got to say, I'm in Sharn looking for some special properties to make some special services available to the people of Braylon. I'd love to talk to you about your property and possibly, sprucing it up, helping you turn it into a fine establishment, maybe even.
Well, it never hurts to get more information.
Well, why don't we have a seat here with my two friends? Don't mind them. They're just going to take notes on behalf of the guilds. The Hollisters Guild, which oversees hospitality industry, and my own assistant from the Dawnbringers Guild, which, again, seeks out establishments, such as perhaps just your own. You guys sit down in sort of like one of those like nice, comfy banking seating areas, and she folds a leg. She says, "So, let's get the fun part started first to see if you're interested. Have any of you ever dreamed about owning your own business?"
No.
Oh,
Something like that.
all right. Well, tell me, what have you found that might be of interest to you? You thought about owning a shop, a gambling hall, a tavern, inn? Is that what kind of establishment do you see yourselves owning if you were to own one?
Well, they all sound pretty fun.
Maybe a little bit of all of them.
I would be interested in a clothier, maybe a cobbler, and a fine wood craftsman, instrument maker.
You want to open craftsman shops in your penthouse?
I think so.
Okay. That's fair. Everyone's got a dream. All right, fair enough. Who else has got any feelings about that? Who's got dreams of fine establishments they'd like to run? Spas, casinos, anything like that?
I've dreamed about all of them at one point or another.
I like the idea of a clothier. You could have mini fairy princess dresses in there.
Oh, okay, all right. Fairy princess dress, sure, yeah, absolutely. What about you two? Well, Mira, it sounds like you, sir. You've got lots of dreams, which is great. Points at you, Tally, and says, "Well, what about you? Have you ever dreamed of owning an establishment? What kind of establishment would it be if you have?"
Just a home.
Oh, great. Okay. I can work with this. So you all wanna? It sounds like maybe. Ooh, okay. Why don't we? Okay, I got an idea for you. Let me pitch you an idea. Listen, people get off Terminus Station, right? Now, Terminus Station, there's lots of trade. There's lots of businesses around. I've been around the district. There's a herbalist. There's there's the Smiths down the street. Dragonmark houses are around a little bit. There's lots of services, but when people get out to Havoc Station, they've been on the lightning rail, they're tired, they need somewhere to, put their legs up. Maybe they don't want to go too far into the city to find like a really nice inn or something. And where is closer than your penthouses? So, you sound like you want to open up a number of craftsmen in there. So, let me make a proposition to you. Why don't we work towards opening like a big, a sort of like inn with like a bit of a shopping center inside of fine tailors and clothes makers, like you say, cobblers and clothiers and such. Maybe something like that.
Well, and I think that's a fantastic idea. And where better than to perhaps brand some tunics or hats or other things with a little logo. I love Sharn. I heart Sharn.
I thought there's already a bodega down. We don't want to go for the bodega thing. There's already a bodega in Tavern Station. But you all, I see it now. Fine clothings, hats, like you say, cobblers. Somebody comes in, they're immediately dressed to the nines, ready to take on Sean after a good night's sleep at Havoc Station. How does that? So that you got a great dream ahead of you.
Absolutely. Of course, that begs the question of cost.
Cost. Yes, of course. Cost is expensive. But if you can come up with the money, you're going to be making back what you've spent very quickly, my friends. So, she snaps her fingers, and she says, all right, give him the rundown. One of the halflings at her side is going to begin listing costs for you all. Here they come. I just gotta find them. Let's see here. Here we go. So it's flipping through pages very quickly, and is going to say, so there's a number of expenses to be considered when it comes to opening such a shop. If you can find them in my book. Apparently it's not looking at me now. Hang on. Oh. No, okay, hang on. Wait for it. This. Sorry guys, one moment.
It's okay.
Oh, that might be it.
Ryan, can I go through and pick the sickest room while everyone's gone?
That's of course you can.
Yes!
Oh shit, that's not really there. Hang on. We're almost there.
It's okay. Do what you gotta do.
Tally looks at the halfling as they're reading from, the list of fees and such.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, and he says, "Er det här en värd investering?"
Oh, and happily?
Known happily as, "Is this a worthwhile investment?"
She'll look back and she'll say, in halfling, she'll say, as I am a heir of House Ghallanda, you're in good hands. The servant will sort of be done flipping through their book and says, so there's a number of expenses to consider. Quite a few, in fact. We haven't fully looked over the property as of yet, but here is a guess of what it's going to cost. Obviously, the Holsters Guild of Ghallanda is going to supply most of the services here, but it sounds like maybe you might want to link up with some of the other Dragon Marked houses, other services, and so much. But here's a projected cost. very quickly, your building is dripping with water. Its roof needs work. So the carpenters, roofers, and plasterers, they're all going to cost 250 gold pieces. The plumbers get the plumbers, and so I don't know how to say that. Cellarers, yeah, cellarers and plumbers. That's going to be another 100 gold. To get some, the windows working. If you're going to have yourselves a proper business here, where you're going to need glasses and so on, so you're going to need to contract glass blowers, glaziers, maybe even a couple of makers. 250 gold. If you're going to want to be opening up a coffee shop, that's going to be 50 gold for the signage and such. That's 50 gold pieces for fees to the city. There's also service deposits for, say, like a clothier guild. That's 100 gold pieces.
Wait, hold on. So it's 50 gold pieces for what?
So this is more me being here. You just start listing off cost after cost after cost, and you're starting to get pulled back. And at the end, it's going to be hundreds of gold pieces to get this place up and running and going.
I'm gonna lean over to Selena and says, "Look, you're royalty, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can your mom give us a loan?
Oh, I don't have money where I come from.
Okay, do you have it on you?
No, I don't have money where I come from.
Oh. Okay.
She's new to me, and I've got this much, and she'll hold up a bag of gold pieces. It's about
Okay. If y'all pull together, we might be able to buy a sign.
Well, we could go do, I don't know, like jobs or work or something.
That's the next idea I had.
How much for a museum?
Probably a lot. Say, I'm sorry, Ryan. What's her name again?
Davina?
Miss Davina. You know where anywhere? This is all sounding very expensive. And we just acquired the property. Do you know anywhere around here that is looking to hire out people to solve some problems for them?
Says, I'm sure there's plenty of work to be found in the city. I hear there's a lot of work with the different guilds. But you know what? This is all a lot here. So you're getting an idea of the costs. So just to make my friends' many calculations very simple for you. Repair costs are going to be 650 gold pieces. That's just how it is. And that's just to get the place even looking presentable, even if you just wanted to live there. Service deposits are going to be 185 gold pieces. And then suppliers for what you want are going to be anywhere from 100 gold pieces up front to 1,200 gold pieces up front. And then there's going to be 3 gold pieces per delivery for raw materials. And that isn't even including staffing. So this is a very large endeavor. There's a lot of work to be done to prepare for this. But I will assure you this. If you do this, if you make up the money, and you bring to me the money, all of this will be taken care of, and you're going to have the establishment of your dreams, and you're going to be making back the money that you spent in no time. It's going to be a grand investment, and everyone at this table is going to be making money in no time. It's just going to take some work to get all the money in place.
Ryan, I've spent most of my life in Tal'Dorei. Do I believe what she says, or do we think she's bullshitting me?
I will tell you, make me... I'm actually going to give you disadvantage for this, because when people come asking for money, they're usually like loan sharks, and it's usually a trap. So I think Nero would be naturally skeptical of someone asking him for money. So why don't you make me a insight check at disadvantage, because maybe you're a little paranoid against, financial traps.
Yeah, no one gives away money to better themselves.
GP, and then 3 gold pieces per supplier.
I got an 8.
Nate, you're like, this like this is like panic because Nero, like you're from a place where people get schemed for money all the time. The only time people talk in these amounts of money is when it's like someone's trying, like there's a crook, like somebody's taking, like this is like all of your like lower Dura instincts are like go flashing red lights, being like this is
Too good to
definitely
be true.
a shark, like loan shark trap scheme. You don't know what it is, but you can smell it.
Well, thank you for the offer, ma'am.
She goes, and like I said, take your time. As I've said, my name is Shervina de Ghallanda. I'm going to be in town for the next 2 months at Ghallanda Hall. Not hard to find. If you need to find me, if you want to accept my offer, if you want to let me know that you intend to accept my offer once you have the money, however you want to do it, come find me, let me know. Take some time to think about it. It's a lot of money, it's a big investment.
Hey, Ryan.
Yes, Tally.
Sorry, not to cut you off. What does Tally know of House Galanta and kind of their contributions to the war?
Make me a history check.
A 6?
These guys are like the hospitality house. Like, you don't know. You're like that. They probably didn't do much, frankly.
Okay.
But like, yeah. So you'd be like, you're like, you doubt that they did anything worthwhile in the last war. They're the house of like taverns and inns and stuff. Like, you don't know. You don't think so.
Cool. Thank you.
It's a rolling really bad for like
Yeah.
actually an offer.
Hold on. Wait, are we level 2?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well, welcome to level 2, Tally.
Thank you.
Maybe Caylin would loan us the money. He's safe his friend after all.
It's rather a lot of money, but he may have some opportunities for us to do some additional work.
He didn't say he wanted to have a tea party with us later. I mean, he didn't say tea party, but we could probably make it a tea party.
Well, we've got the proposal. We'll need to discuss this at some length once we get once we get back. But before we leave, Tally will go back over to the or Tally, fuck, Viatole will go back over to the exchequer and will purchase a carry permit and a casting permit.
Yes, absolutely. So I'll say at this moment, Lady Ghallanda will stand up. She'll say, thank you for your time. You know where to find me. Have a wonderful day. And think about it. Think about it. It's a good offer, I promise you. Ask anybody.
If it's such a good offer, would you take 10% if you front loaded us the money?
Well, I'm going to take a little percentage no matter what for, it's going to be my guilds that you're paying, so we're going to be doing just fine. But no, unfortunately, House Ghallanda is not in the money loaning business, I'm sorry to say. Maybe try House Kandarik. They do the banks, right?
Okay.
And she will politely take her leave with her companions. The clerk, will come forward and will hand you all the notarized deed to the properties. And she'll be very, property, and list all the names of all the different properties and say, congratulations on your new home. And Yeah, Tails will say, yes, Vitalia, as you were saying, is there anybody here who would like to purchase licenses before we let the good clerk go?
So what? They're these casting licenses, correct?
Well, hang on. Vitalia,
Oh,
when
sorry.
you're first back.
Absolutely. I need a carry permit and a casting permit.
We'll say that'll be 15 gold to carry weapons and cast spells in Upper Tavix Landing.
I need a permit for this, and she'll like haul her big old hammer over her shoulder.
She'll say, technically, I should be calling the guard to escort you out of Tavix Landing for carrying without a permit as of now, but seeing as, you're having a good day and all with your new property, I won't do that, so long as you pay for a permit right now. So that'll be 5 gold for carrying permit, 10 gold for casting permits.
Just a carrying permit, please.
Alright, that'll be 5 gold.
And yeah, she'll hand it over.
Excellent. She'll eyeball you, Tally, and says, that's a nice whip, sir. You got a permit?
What makes you think this is a weapon?
Because it's a whip.
I assure you, it's not used for any kind of terrible activities.
Call his bluff. I guarantee he's not proficient. Call his bluff.
She'll say, very well, sir. Then I'll offer you 2 choices. First of which is you buy a carry permit for that, not a weapon. Or I can have one of the guards come over and check you for weapons, and if you should have a proper weapon on you, then we'll have to charge you a 5 gold piece fee and expel you from the district.
I mean, I would gladly hand over the weapons that I came in with.
You came in at Tavix Landing armed without a permit?
Well, how else are you supposed to buy the permit if you don't come into here?
Come in without a weapon.
This seems backwards.
Well, you're always more than welcome to go back the way you came, sir, for 5 gold fee.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Here, give him one.
Thank you very much, sir. Yeah, the cleric looks just as, deals with this every day. There's always some adventurer who thinks he knows best. And she writes up a permit and hands it to you. It says, do you need a casting permit, sir?
No.
Okay. And she'll look at you, Nero, and say, what about you, sir? Do you require any permits?
So I'm sorry, what kind of permits are there?
There is a weapon carrying permit for 5 gold pieces, and then a casting permit for 10 gold pieces. Nice hand axe.
Okay, he hides that under his. You can't look into my coat. And he buttons up his coat all of a sudden.
You're right. Those members of the Blade Mark Guild can if I call them over.
Shake down. Okay. Yes. Okay. 15 gold for the weapon and the casting.
Very good, sir. And she hands them over. So everybody mark off what kind of permits you have. So mark off Tavix Landing, Upper Tavix Landing permit, and then write weapon or casting or both. It says, have a good day, sirs and lady.
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the point of these permits if you just hand them out to anyone?
We don't hand them out just to anybody, ma'am.
But you kind of just did.
Well, you all are actually known a bit around the town by a certain important individual amongst the nobility, so, for that reason, we have to provide you the opportunity to grant a permit.
Wow.
Yes.
And it probably doesn't hurt that we're, now landowners.
Indeed, landowners of the city, and also, well, I'm not going to give out names, but I shall say that a friend has you on file as employees, so that allows you to buy permits.
What? I am not an employee.
Whatever you say. And she turns around and goes back to her desk and says, next.
Nero's gonna wait until he gets to the Sky Coach and say, "Do they charge you everything? Good gods above, they charge you for everything up here."
And Tails says, investigate onto the Sky Coach before they, charge some of you fees for not being dressed well enough.
What? You can charge people for that?
Enough with Tavik's Landing, you can.
I'm already missing Dora.
If you say so, just get on the Sky Coach.
I am. Oh, I am on the Sky Coach.
Yeah. Dover says, "Hey, welcome back, everybody. Where we going now, huh?"
Back to the place.
We pick up Benrig and then go see, oh shit, what's his name? Go have a tea party with our friend.
Oh, in Middle Memphis.
What is his name? Cayln.
He goes, I mean, listen, you guys have been with me all day. I don't wanna scalp you or nothing. Why don't I drop you all off in Middle Memphis? And where's your friend Benrig? Is he in those penthouses? I could probably go grab him real quick if you want.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Save you all some money, so you don't have to go all the way back and then all the way back up.
Yeah, that's actually a great idea.
Okay, so we're gonna be going to Middle Memphis. It's to meet your friend Caylin. That will be, let's see here, that will be 4 silver again. 4 silver to each of you 4. And we'll get you to Middle Memphis in 10 minutes. The Sky Coach takes off. Dover Lyran takes you where you need to go. Tails says, well, I guess I'll tag along. Always good to see friends. And we'll drop you all off in Middle Memphis and then continue his flight down to go pick up Benrig, in which we will swap over to Benrig to see what Benrig has been up to.
How much was that flight? Sorry?
That was 4 silver.
4 silver? Okay.
It's gonna start adding up, but that's okay. Benrig, my friend, you have been here. Selena, did you bring your goblins with you to...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Of course.
Absolutely.
I'm so sorry. My apologies. Yes, of course. Benrig, you're chilling. You've been doing a little mending around here. We'll see that you've spent the last... Let's see here. You spent the last, 30 minutes just, going around, trying to find what you can to mend together. And there's, it's a lot of work to do here. You're not even out of this,
Just small stuff that I know my mending will hold.
Yeah.
Small rips in curtains I see, and yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're you've been mending for a half an hour now, just little bits here and there, and you're kind of folding your arms, and the mending works, but it doesn't bring the color back to the old curtains, and it doesn't get the stains out of the carpet, and you're you're sprucing up the place the best you can. And I will say...
I was just going to say, as a note, could I, at the last, 10 minutes, just take a second, sit down, and just cast a Detect Magic in
Absolutely.
a room I'm in? Yeah.
Yeah, cast a little Detect Magic and look around.
Takes 10 minutes ritual.
Yeah, a little 10-minute ritual. Take a 10-minute ritual, so we're at about 40 minutes here, just keeping track of the chronology of things.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you make your way around, and you don't find any magic in the rooms, other than, of course, the poltergeist that's with you. Who will say, Master Benrig, may I just say, it does me and this house great honor that you are taking such pains to begin sprucing up the place to its former glory.
Of course, Celine. I can't help but admire the beauty of an establishment such as this. I hope we can bring it back to its glory.
Me too, sir. If there's anything I can do to help, which doesn't involve leaving, because, I am bound to this place by grief and sorrow and such, I would be more than happy to help in any way I can.
Of course. Is there anything that you would wish to show me?
Show you? Well, I've already shown you the secret torture chamber. I've already given you the grand tour. I don't think there's any other secret places here and there to be found, unfortunately.
No worries. Yeah, that's all. And then, depending on how much time I had, maybe I would go up to the scroll shop, but...
Yeah. And he says, well, if I may, Master Benrig, there are many lovely establishments around. It may be nice to familiarize yourself with your neighbors. It can be dreary staying in and cleaning all day.
Of course, I appreciate that. Thank you. Well, you do your best to be comfortable.
I shall try. And he'll fade into etherealness. So you want to head up and check out the taverns and the upper taverns and so on?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Let's go do that. So the first place you come to is Terminus Tastes, which is... I went a little too high. There we go, Terminus Tastes. You open up the door. I haven't fully populated it, but fear not, it is populated with travelers making their way in and out of Tavix Landing. Lots of people, very airport-esque, like lots of people with lots of bags. You see that there's a bartender at the front who's working away. And he says, welcome, sir. My name's Avi of Siri, and it's... Well, actually, he goes, hello, welcome, my friend. I am Avi of Siri. You may take a seat wherever you like. Just let me know what you want, and I'll be happy to accommodate. So there's a nice seat right here at the bar, if you wish.
Lovely. Just an ale, please.
Of course, 4 copper. He will go pour you an ale.
I actually just, myself and a group I find myself with just moved into the penthouse of the towers.
Well, congratulations then. Yes, let me get you another in the house as a celebration, huh?
Thank you.
Of course. So, you must tell me, what are the apartments like? You hear all sorts of stories about neighbors and such.
Sorry. I mean, of course, I think there were those who weren't intended to be there, but now it seems that the place is at peace, and I believe my compatriots are in the efforts of transferring the deed over now, and I think we hope to have this in a state of repair as best we can.
Glad to hear that, sir. Very glad indeed. Excellent. Well, if you need any recommendations about the area, about Lower Tavix Landing, I can tell you the sights to see if you wish.
Yeah, that would be great. I'm to understand I heard something of a scroll shop up stairs, I believe.
Yes, of course. And he will indeed tell you. He says, so, yes, if you head upstairs, there's Civis Scrolls, and they sell there. Well, first off, it's a Civis messaging station, so a little expensive, but you can have messages sent anywhere across Corvair from up there. If you go down to the Orion station downstairs, they can hook you up with mail couriers and such. But yes, upstairs, Civis sells scrolls and books as well, if you like, if you're the sort of wizarding type.
Something of the sort. More so just interested, I suppose. I'm to understand there's a few shops down as well.
Oh, most certainly, most certainly. If you head down to the station and you take the stairs, let's see. So you head out past the bodega. If you take a left up the stairs, you'll come to a little. Yeah, you write it down. He says you will find yourself in a small alley that has a number of very good workers there. There is the Steam and Steel that is run by a most interesting couple that is licensed by House Canet, so you can expect for good work there. They even have a mage rights, so they can do lots of little services there. There's a herbalist, who I believe is a faithful of the Sovereign Host, or maybe he's a Druidic Orders, I'm not terribly sure. There is an inquisitive business there, the private detective, making his living there. And what else? Oh yes, of course, if you want to furnish your home, there is a place called the Bent Nail that does all kinds of woodwork, from signs to chairs to, I even hear that he's a bowyer.
Interesting. Always something in this city. Thank you very much for the information, and I'll just slide like 4 extra copper. I think I'll be on my way now, but I trust we'll be sharing many a drink as well.
Come back anytime, my friend. Come back anytime.
Thank you, Avi. Have a good night.
Fantastic. And yeah, you head out, and yeah, you look a little bit. And this is just like a little aside. He'll tell you of one last little thing that might catch your interest. He says, also, if you're looking for a good time, before I forget to tell you, you go a little bit further into the district. There's the Dragon Eyes district. It's a little rough and tumble, but there's tons of casinos, places to drink, brothels. You'll have a good time there. Changeling refugee. There's a changeling community there. They provide excellent entertainment. Theater and such.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we'll have to check it out when we need to blow off some steam. Thank you.
Enough, sir. Well, see you soon. Have a good day.
Yeah, and then I guess maybe like an hour now.
Yeah. So at this point, we'll say as you're like making your way out of the tavern, had a couple drinks, you see this half elf walk up to you, and he says, "Excuse me, sir. Are you Lord Benric Kondaric? The Kondaric, excuse me."
I am. Who may be asking?
Oh, my name's Dover Lyrandar. I'm a friend of your friends. They hired my sky coach out for the day, and they went to go have tea with what was his name, Kieran Irlantar in Middle Memphis. They sent me to come pick you up and take you there if you were willing.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, come on. So it's going to cost. Let's see here. To get you up there. It's going to cost you. I gotta go to middle, then up. It'll cost you 4 silver, my friend.
No problem.
All right, for 4 silver, you're aboard the Silver Pegasus. And the Sky Coach flies you up quick as can be, and you'll join your friends momentarily. Let's see here. So Middleman, this is Lantar House. You make your way over there, and you are... What are you doing there, Glenda Jones? Let's see, we got good music going, hopefully. You make your way in there, and lucky enough, you do find Caylin is present in the Lantar home. As the 4 of you arrive, he actually looks like he's about to head out. He's like, putting his rapier away, kind of putting a little coat on. He turns around and goes, "Oh, my friends, it's good to see you again. Come in. What can I do for you?"
We're here for a tea party. You invited us back.
Oh, that's right. I most certainly did. Sure, tea party it is. Come grab some seats and I'll put a kettle on. He kind of takes his sword off and kind of leans it against the wall near the door. And
You
like
weren't headed out, were you, Caylin?
Oh, yeah, I was, but nowhere important. And even if it was, I have plenty of time for you, my friends. I owe you all a great debt, don't I? He boils a kettle, and pours you all tea. He says, I hope, he says, I'm trying to think of like funky tea tastes or something. Oh, he says, I only have funky monkey tea. I hope that will do.
Some is better than none.
And he'll pour each of you
Pour
tea.
me some of that monkey.
All right, there you go. Always willing to make it a maror tea, of course. And he like wiggles a flask in his hand,
Yeah, sure, why not?
and he'll give you a little, and he'll do a little himself. And he sits down. And he says, "So, how's it been? I heard that." I'll say Tails ran off because he's doing stuff. Unless you really wanted him to be there.
He didn't need to be.
He can be there. Whatever. Let's just keep it going. Sorry. So it goes and welcome Tails. Tails says, Caylin, good news. Our friends here are now the proud proprietors of the penthouse suites of Terminus Station. He says, well, that's a fine piece of property. I mean, rumor is it's a little beat up, but it's a really good area. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Did you know you had to pay money to the city to own something?
He like looks around the house. He goes, well, yes, of course.
It's unbelievable.
Right. Entirely unbelievable. Right. Tails will say, I believe you had something you wanted to ask Caylin? All of you?
Yeah, can you loan us some money?
Oh. He takes out his pouch. He goes, sure, how much? Like 2 gold, 3 gold?
Oh, I don't know. I think she said like up to 1,200.
So, sorry, I must have missed that. What did you say?
Like 1,200?
Oh,
Um,
I'm not entirely in the business of loaning those kinds of sums of money, unfortunately. But I can perhaps do you one better. Put his pouch away and he sits down. He says, you're all adventurers, right? You're,
yeah.
trying to make a name for yourself in the city and, do good and make money, presumably. Those are things that you're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, me and Tails, and he looks down the table, says, are pretty well connected in the city. If you're interested, we could spread. I mean, I've already been doing it. I'm a bit of a storyteller when I get a drink in me or two. But if you want, give me a couple of days and I can spread the word of your victory against House Tarkanan, and I'm sure work will fly in faster than you can catch it all.
That would be a great help.
I don't really
Well, it occurs to me, and Viatelli will look at the rest of you at the table, that if Caylin is willing to advertise, that perhaps it would help if we had a moniker, a name to go by.
In this moment, Benrick shows up.
The feisty fairy felines.
Let's think about it.
Absolutely not.
That's a lot of alliteration.
A great suggestion, Princess. But maybe something a little more off the tongue.
Oh, okay.
Tails says, I thought it was plenty well off the top.
I too enjoyed it, but I just don't know that everyone else might receive it the same.
Yeah, it's got to be like snappy, like it's something easy people can remember.
All right, if you say so.
How about the Sharn Shadows? Ever heard that before?
Caylin laughs. And he says, what's next? Tally's going to say
My eyes like glow bright.
I'm spitballing.
Yeah.
Love that.
I still like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Maybe I'm in the minority here.
What's an arc?
Why are you
We've already
raiding?
been through this.
What, is there a lost ark you're looking for that you're raiding?
The Ark can be a symbol in some cultures to be a vessel of safe haven. So
just so I'm, Caylin takes out a pen and goes, just so I'm keeping track. So, what was your idea?
The
Furry, feline,
feisty something felines.
feisty, furry,
Fairy felines.
feisty, fairy felines, alright.
Yeah, there it is.
And then we have the Sharn Shadows. And then the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Seekers of the Dragon.
Seekers of the Dragon. That's
Oh,
not bad considering the dragon noise.
That's pretty good.
Dragon Seekers.
What about you, Lord Fjarlund? Did you have any ideas? You are from the House of...
Yes,
Caylin.
actually. You always have a way with words, Viatelli.
And Viatelli will pause and will look over the various people sitting at the table. I think that we would do well with something simple. Perhaps the Rolling Stones.
That doesn't even make sense.
We're in motion. We're reasonably unstoppable. We gather no moss.
Always do the sewer runners or something like that. Sewer seekers.
The Dora
You
Dragons.
like the Rolling Stones, there's something about it. People say, I like Raiders of the Lost Ark. I don't know why I didn't stop there.
Get it? You know.
No one's heard of that before. It's
The
doesn't. It's
Last
not really catchy.
Crusaders.
Hmm.
The
Ice
Odd Jobs.
Dragons, the Rolling Stones, Lost Ark.
The
Or
Odd
Rolling
Jobs.
Stones, Lost Ark.
The Dora Dragons.
The Dura Dragon. You're the only one from Dura,
Hey, I mean, we all met in Dora, you know.
I
As a-
believe.
I mean, it's where we all did our first job, you know. How about
The Odd Lots.
not inaccurate? The oh boy.
Let's see, we've got a fairy, we've got a shadow, apparently a seeker, a stone, a raider.
Sharn Seekers,
Raiders of the Dragon is cool.
Dragon Raiders.
Raiders of the Lost Dragons, that's cool.
I'd say the Dragon Raiders is pretty cool.
But that sounds bad because we're not raiding. We're just
Yeah,
searching
but it's,
for the dragons.
Crusaders of the Lost Dragon.
Crusaders of the Lost Dragons, is that what you said? Crusaders?
Crusaders of the Lost Dragon.
Crusaders of the
Or
Lost
Lost Dragons.
Right. We first initiate by saying we're going to protect the artifact, and we just take that and all the lands within. Yes.
So you're like archaeologists of the Lost Dragons?
It's
I
never
really like you all involving the Lost
sounded
Dragons.
cool.
It seems to be a goal of your all's, right?
It's a goal. Not sure if we're gonna find it, but given the size of this city, but it's something.
Those dragons, someone else's, were. I don't think we're denominationally bound.
Let's. How about the
Tomb Raiders. No, that's.
I mean,
that's
we haven't been in a
I
tomb.
can get behind. I the only one.
We haven't been in a tomb.
I just thought it
You
was
wanna
fun
be-
thing at the moment. That's all.
Finders
You wanna
of the
be-
Lost.
Finders of the Lost.
We did find Caylin and Boone.
Seekers of
yeah.
the Lost.
That's what I told you guys I was.
Seekers of the Lost.
It needs something on. See, Seekers of the Lost. What? You know what I mean? It needs a little something.
Refinement. Yeah.
It needs a secret to the lost. It needs something. It needs a noun.
Or simply the finders.
What?
The finders.
We are trying to find Smokey too. And we're trying to find this gold. We found the oh my god, Caylin and
Yes,
Luna.
you're all out.
Floon.
Bezeled
Floon.
fortunes. I'm aware. You could be you could be like the platinum seekers or something. That's like, you know, you're big money people, right?
well,
Yeah.
I just want to find my kitty cat.
Oh, okay. So
How
you're
about something like Wardens of the Dragon?
Ooh, I like Warden.
Sharn City Royals.
I mean, if there's a dragon heist going on right now, I mean, if you were to dub yourselves, Wardens of the Lost Dragons, it certainly puts you in an admirable light.
It does,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, but if we don't get that gold, we're gonna look like idiots if we keep the name.
Someone's gonna look like an idiot.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people, perhaps.
And if we're successful finding other things, then our reputation will place value on the name. We're just looking for something that is currently timely to make it something that someone would invest gold in our erstwhile services.
Indeed.
And Tails says, and you can always rebrand later if it doesn't all work out.
Wardens of the Lost.
That's not bad. I kind of like it.
That's not bad.
I concur. Wardens
You
of the
lose something,
Lost.
we find. You lose something, we find it.
But I think we need to ask ourselves, obviously, we're here for the dragons, the platinum dragons. But
Mhm.
what do those platinum dragons mean to us? Salvation? Overcoming obstacles?
Notoriety.
Opportunity.
Money.
Again,
It
that's
all boils down to opportunity.
Wardens of opportunity.
We're protecting opportunity.
The
There's
Golden
also-
Ghosts. Nero's just spitballing names.
That sounds like an old play I used to see when I was a child.
What, the Golden Girls? I saw that one too.
You,
Nero can be Blanche.
mm. He kind of like looks at Viatelli. That was pretty good.
Who do you think put that on? It was House Fjarlin.
That was you?
Not me per se, but
Well,
my house.
Not me.
That's
You're better than you.
here are some synonyms for character. Custodian, keeper, janitor, warden, guardian, watchman, steward, curator.
Janitors of the Lost Gold!
I like Watchmen.
I do.
The Watchman, perhaps?
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard
And-
somebody else claim that name.
That's all right.
Platinum Watchman?
Fuck them, let's kill them. The Watchmen.
Well, what are we watching?
Yeah, what are you watching?
Whatever someone is paying us to watch.
Yeah.
And we can already answer the who watches the Watchmen. Nobody.
That's
So, Wardens of the Lost and the Watchmen seem to be what's winning right now.
I like Seekers of the Lost. It's kind of describes what we do. You know, we see you lose something, we go find it.
Hmm.
Tales says, I still like Wardens of the Lost Dragons. I mean, who doesn't like an adventuring band that doesn't have dragons in the name?
True.
It's cool, it's relevant, it's fun.
It's happening.
The Platinum Watch.
Ah,
Ooh, Platinum Watch
Ooh.
nah, that's pretty good.
It's sleek to the point.
is.
It's like it plus. Like I like it. I like the way it sounds. Is there anything else? Platinum what? Platinum Seekers? No, I just like the word Seekers.
Platinum
And
watch it is.
the symbol could be a a
Platinum eye.
dragon with a eye etched into the face of the coin.
Dragon's Eye.
Oh, Dragon's Eyes. Not bad.
That's a good symbol
No,
for
it's still the name, the Platinum Watch, but a platinum dragon, but kind of scratched into the facing surface is a dragon's eye.
Very cool.
Or like a wooden sign, but of a dragon on the side, but it has like a platinum bit in where its eye should be.
Caylin says, I wouldn't recommend embedding platinum into wood signs. That's a good way to get robbed, probably.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, but still, we could paint it over.
Caylin will say,
Not like we're
"Right."
going to hand out real platinum coins.
Yeah.
Caylin says, all right, you've got 3 pretty cool names. So let's if you think you're ready, of course, let's hear what you all decide. So we had the Wardens of the Lost, the Watchmen, and the Platinum Watch. Which one's the winner, do we think?
Platinum Watch. That sounds cool.
I like Wardens of the Lost the most.
Okay, one for each.
Isn't that the one you came up with?
Yeah, I guess so.
I
Very.
I like the Platinum Watch as well.
2 for the Platinum Watch, 1 for the Wardens of the Lost. Do I have anybody else for the Platinum Watch? Do I have anyone else for the Platinum Watch? Wardens of the Lost? Anybody? Benric Kondarak, who do you vote for?
Platinum watch.
And that's 3 for the Platinum Watch, and for Tally, what did you want? What did you like?
It's already decided.
It's
But yeah,
alright,
but
but I was giving you a
yeah,
vote. It sounds, Caylin will say, it sounds like you're all the Platinum Watch. Spread the
not
word.
bad. Our job is worth its weight in platinum.
That's pretty
No
good.
fee is too big. That's the important piece.
Yeah.
Caylin will stand up and he'll say, all right, I will spread the word to some of my friends and associates, Platinum Watch, and of the Platinum Watch and your many, well, you're currently 1 deed, going to be expanding very soon. And like I said, give me a couple days and I'm sure work will start to fly in no time.
Yeah, and if we don't like the name, we can always change it.
Not anymore. I mean, I'm going to go tell them right now, so...
We could rebrand if that becomes necessary on down the line, but
Exactly. But for the time being, maybe stick with it so they know where the mailing address is. Just kidding, I guess they know where that is. Alright, congratulations, and as I've said, feel free to use the house, but I have a lunch to get to and some friends to talk up, apparently. Tail says, I'm the same. So, have yourselves a good day. I'm going to go meet with some friends, spread the word of the Platinum Watch, Sharn's newest, biggest, baddest adventuring party.
thank you both most kindly.
And Caylin says, and I have no doubt Floon will help someone in a bar when he finds out. So.
Give our best to Floon.
Oh, he's around. I'm sure he'll come to visit you in no time. He's always looking for someone to drink with.
There's a bar next door.
He definitely gets around.
He gets around, that's to be sure. Still can't believe he's married. That's crazy.
Hey, if there's hope for Floom, there's hope for all of us.
With that, Caylin and Tales will take their leave and leave you guys to, stay or go in the Lantar house as you please.
Oh yeah, this is Kaylin's house.
Yeah.
Can I just...
Can you just what?
walk around?
Yeah, you walk around the house. It's kind of like, it does look kind of like a very temporary hangout place. Like it's not very well maintained. It looks like, I don't know, it's not dirty, but it definitely looks like either a little too well lived in or not well lived in. Like someone clearly comes and goes and doesn't pay the place much respect. It's more like a hideout than someone's home. Like, yeah, there's like a chair on the ground over here, maybe some papers over here, a bookshelf slightly out of place. It's just like a little messy, and clearly just isn't paid the respect of a homeowner, you know?
Some people maybe likes being out and about. I can respect that.
As a reminder, he did tell you last session that you're more than welcome to use the house whenever you like, but be warned that it is being watched.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Can I, first I want to see if the bookcase is actually a secret passage. And the second, I just want to casually kind of walk by one of the windows that face out to the street and see if I can spot anyone kind of watching.
Make me an investigation check for secret entrances. Does anybody want to do anything while Talenta's doing his investigation?
Nero will be finishing his drink.
19?
No secret passages as far as you can find. It's a nice house. It's a very nice house. You'd love to live in a place like this one day, maybe. Maybe a little more tidy, but still. And as you go by the window, make me a perception check.
Ooh.
Yeah, no secrets or
Should
secret.
I assist him? Give the help action?
There.
Well, that was almost a nat 20. 13.
13. You look out. Let's see.
He's rolling their stealth check right now.
What was that?
I said he's rolling their stealth check right now.
No. I was gonna roll to see like who's out there, but I don't think you would know. You just you look out the window, and you wouldn't have noticed it if Caylin hadn't pointed it out. But you do notice there's for this residential street, there's a suspiciously large amount of individuals just hanging around, like a person reading the Cornberg Chronicle on that bench over there, or two shady-looking dudes having a chat down that alley that you noticed were there when you walked in originally. It's not like there's a crowd outside, but there's there's definitely an unusually large amount of people who are just kind of milling about casually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. He'll continue walking around.
Okay.
Viatelli will go over to the window that these guys have been kind of peeking outside, trying to hide, and he's going to fluff the windows open, take a second, strip off his shirt, stretch in front of the window.
Yeah, you're doing that. You do notice a couple of eyes do go to the window from some of these people. The newspaper person kind of does that and kind of hides their face behind the newspaper. Guys in the alley kind of notice that and they're whatever. They go back to doing what they're doing. You make a splash.
Hey, it's an audience.
Hmm.
It
Hey,
comes. It comes by nature.
your people stock and trade.
Nothing but the island loves me and enough, I suppose.
All right. So here's the deal. About 3 days are going to pass before anything new happens. There's a small expectation that you guys are going to, make the basics available for yourselves. Just like pick a room, put together a bed, make the place like minimally livable for yourselves. And that's probably what's going to happen over the next couple of days. Would any of you have curiosity to go meet neighbors or explore the district?
I would, yeah.
Okay.
I'd go
Absolutely.
along.
Sure, I'll tell you what, I'll just give you like a little. We're not gonna we don't have to role play every single person, but we'll say that you guys introduce yourselves and meet these people so that the next time you interact with them, there's a little bit of oh, hey, how's it going? We've met each other once before, right? So you guys all know, at this point, Benrig probably takes you all to meet Avi of Siri, who has a very thick Syrian accent and is the tavern owner of the Terminus Tastes, a Ghallanda licensed tavern. And inn, by the way. Upstairs, Nero would probably introduce you to Civic's books. The person who works there most often is known as Peleg Magon de Civis, and she is a dragon-marked heir of House Civis. And from there, she sells all. I'll put these in the chat for you. Down, everybody. And from there, she sells all kinds of books. Books of all sorts. Small collections of spell books even, and even some spell scrolls. She's also a messaging station, and she can do spell copying one way or the other. A very talented member of the Civis, House Civis. Dover hangs out upstairs all the time. You already know him, Dover Lyrandar. He's happy to be your guys' personal sky coach driver whenever you need him, and if he's not busy. And then you'll find your way downstairs. House Orion Station provides courier services and transportation services. There's a little bodega down at the bottom which provides. Let's see here. What are they called?
Rolling papers?
Probably, yeah, honestly. Here we are. There's a small bell that rings above the door, and as you enter within, you're going to see shelves packed with bottled drinks, packaged food that is ready to eat, souvenirs, newspapers, shirts that are I went to Sharn, all I got was this stupid shirt, and nonsense like that, right? I heart Sharn, all of those. And the store is run by this elderly, raven-like creature that's no bigger than a gnome. And when she speaks in mimicry and says, goes, "Welcome to the bodega. Have a look around." And just a strange variety of voices come out of her mimicry mouth, and it's a nice little place to grab a quick bite.
Can I get a chopped cheese the Aki way?
You hear it say, "Sure, that'll be 3 silver."
You know what I hate about all of these silver costs? When I put it into my fucking gold pouch, it doesn't take away that amount of silver.
No, it doesn't transform for you.
Oh. Alright. Does the chopped cheese look edible? The cooking station?
Yeah, it looks really good.
I'm sure it is. Okay. Yeah, I'll
It's okay. It's good. It'll do.
I'll fork over the silver.
Here. Thank you. Come again.
And he'll just be eating that the whole time as we're walking around.
Fair enough. Then, Rig, you kind of follow your directions given to you by Abby, making your way up the stairs to the left of the bodega as you're exiting from the bodega. Make your way through a small alley, and you come to a little alley out back where you're going to meet a number of your neighbors. First and foremost, you're going to go to the Steel and Steam, where you're going to meet Embrick the Swordsmith, or Embrick Swordsmith, that's his name, and Abby Armorer. Oh shit, she has the same name. Cool. They are, so Avi is a water genasi, and Embrick is a fire genasi. And they
how nice.
are married, and I don't know why I use that many. They're two gentlemen who run an expert swordsmith and armorer shop, and Avi also runs locksmithing and mage right services. So minor magical services as well as locksmithing. And from here, you're going to have any weapon or armor commissioned and made for you. They seem to be very good at their craft.
Bad. Would I know how good the steel is?
Yeah, we'll say that Embrick throws you like an ingot, and you look it over, and it's it's good. Like it's good steel. Make me a. Are you proficient with a smithing tool?
Nope.
He throws you an ingot of steel. Make me an investigation check.
Okay.
This is pretty good.
Yep, that's
Like it's
17.
Arrow. Don't try to bite the steel ingots like it was gold. You're only going to break your teeth.
I'm not gonna buy the iron. I'm not an idiot. He's just pounding the steel in his hand to get a feel for it. Like, it's pretty good.
Yep. What did you roll?
17.
17. That's steel. I mean, it's the right color. It's,
Yep, that's steel.
You try and bend it, and you hit it a couple times. You're like, that's metal. That's a metal ingot of steel. That's right.
Hey Nero, can I borrow one of your ball bearings?
Sure. I hand him one.
I kind of, I don't know what they call that when they fucking roll the ball between their fingers, kind of, like with a pin. But anyway, he'll just place the ingot on something solid, and then he'll just kind of drop the ball bearing on the ingot to see how well it bounces and the sound it makes.
It makes a sound. Are you proficient with Smith's tools?
No.
Make an insight check to see how it sounds. How that ingot sounds.
I just want the ASMR, to be honest.
Ding.
That was a 6.
It goes ding, ding, ding across, and you're like, it made a sound.
That's pretty good. It's good quality stuff.
You see Avi and Embrick both standing next to each other, watching you guys do your thorough examination of this steel ingot. They're like, highly amused. I'll tell you what, Nero, with your good roll, there's one thing you'll notice about the steel that nobody else did. And by nobody else, I mean Tally. It does have a maker's mark stamped into it, and it will be what looks like a bull's head.
Oh, Kenneth.
Roll me a history check to see.
Oh wait, I know. Would I know that? Oh, that's a good question. I should know.
Yeah, let's be careful of the meta.
Sorry. 5.
5. It's a bull's head, buddy.
Did you buy this from a bull?
They look at each other. Embrick opens his mouth and out. He goes, "No, we did not. We purchased our raw materials from the Fabricators Guild of Cannith. Certified steel from Cannith."
Oh, Kenneth, cool.
Yep, we're both certified craftsmen by the trade guilds and schools of House Canna.
Awesome. Good.
Avi's better, but no one can make a sword like me. You're muted here,
Yep.
Batman.
How do you want? No, but he'll say he won't say anything. He'll like look at the ingot, and then upon realizing that symbol was there and where it's from, uh he will grab the ball bearing pretty swiftly, and then he'll give it back to Nero, and then he'll kind of nod.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. Continuing your little journey around here. There's a fountain. Don't worry about that. It's just a fountain. You come to a shop with wood chairs, wood desks, bookshelves, and what looks to be a crossbow with a bolt next to it. It's not stringed. Sitting outside of a shop that has a sign that says the Bent Nail. And if you go inside, you'll find its proprietor, who is, let's see, who's our wonderful proprietor here? Scroll. Sorry, working on it. There we go. You come over to see a guy. Sorry, I've got a lot to go through here. I apologize.
It's okay.
There we are. You see this half-elven craftsman. He has, like a woodworker's bib and hands on. He's doing a little action on a plank of wood, and he turns around. He says, "Welcome to the Bent Nail. My name is Talisbonar Fellbranch, but I go by Tally. Fear not. Welcome to the Bent Nail. We do all kinds of woodwork here. Fine carvings, canes, quarterstaffs, shields, chairs, buckets, whatever you need. I am a master of my craft, so just let me know and I can make it for you."
Nice shop you got here. How long have you been open for business?
Don't worry about that. Just buy something.
Oh, okay then.
Not too long. I've only been here for well, when the borders opened up again, that's when I got here. So, I'd say about going on a year and a half now. But business has been good.
Is he an elven fella?
He's half elven. Corvarian, if you will, as they regard themselves. Half elves are very proud, consider themselves the most native race of Corvair. But yeah, let me know if you need any woodworking or whatnot. If you want to buy or sell furniture, you need something specially crafted. I am very proud of my craft and fond of it.
Well, ask Sally. Wasn't it said that our place has problem with leaks when it rains?
Well, that remains yet to be seen, and that's more a carpenter's work,
Yeah, I'm
like a
not so
framer's work, as opposed to a carpenter.
Yeah, I'm more of a wood carver than a carpenter, unfortunately. I don't build houses.
That's a shame. Well, that's a shame for us at least. But it's good to meet you, Tally.
Good to meet you.
Actually, can you build a bed?
Oh, sure. By all means. What kind of bed? What size? Let me know your preferences.
And he will look across Nero to Tally. and go, it needs to sleep probably at least 3.
Oh, you're roll like, oh my, oh, are you guys like a polycule?
No,
No,
No.
no, no.
no, no, not at all.
Oh, oh, sorry. Excuse me.
No, just no.
Oh, well, hey, you're in the big city. I
I'm,
mean, nobody
I'm,
judges.
I'm with House Fjarlin. We entertain.
Oh, I gotcha. He gives you a wink. He goes, okay, fair enough, fair enough. All right, big bed then. I can make you a big bed, no problem. And he'll, I don't know what the prices of furniture are, indeed. Let's see.
I love how players always push the limits of what Wizards of the Coast have thought of.
Hmm.
All right, let's see here. What can I make you a bed for? How
Let me
about?
just write down this list of different dimensions for IKEA furniture.
This is. Tell you what. Let me drop some schematics. You come back. I'll give you a cost. Show you what I'm thinking of making you.
That sounds fantastic.
Great. I'm glad you didn't force the issue. Incredible.
Hi, Tally. I'm Tally.
Oh, okay, there we go. I can make you a nice big bed for 8 gold pieces. Have it done for you, and technically the rules is written. I can have it done for you by the end of the day somehow.
Fantastic.
It really is IKEA furniture.
Yeah, yeah. I pre-make most of it and then just put it together. Yeah. You'll have to get it to your room by yourself though, but I can give it to you broken down. Okay. Bye. I'm gonna go to work.
Sorry, Tally. I'm Tally. I was wondering, what kind of weapons would you have in
What kind of what? Sorry.
weapons?
Oh, weapons. Yeah. I make crossbows and bows mostly, but I can easily make a quarterstaff, shields. If it's made out of wood, I can make it.
Do you have any that you're particularly proud of?
I think. I made this one really nice longbow. Pretty proud of it. It's got a very, it's about the string too, but it's got like a really nice pull on it. It takes a bit of strength to get back, but the arrows just sail through the air nicely.
Who'd you give that one to?
Oh, I still have it. Sometimes some crafts are for pleasure,
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Anyway, you should continue the tour so you don't take the whole session doing this. Whatever that means. I gotta get to work on this bed. Take care, fella. You make your way to the neighbor, and you walk into this place which has a sign hanging outside with like a tiger's eye, and it says Tiger's Eye Detective or Inquisitive Agency. You walk in, and you're going to see this guy sitting at a single candle-lit long table. He's like turned around, and he's smoking a cigarette, and he sort of turns around in his chair. He's got a low-brimmed hat, one eye sort of poking out underneath. The smoke kind of swirls around him as he turns around. He goes, "Welcome to the Tiger's Eye Detective Agency. My name is Vincent Trench. If you need something, I can find something."
Tally, upon seeing this man's aura, adjusts his brim hat so it's more brimmed than the guy's, and he uses he like backs up against the wall, puts a foot on it, crosses his arms, and just mysteriously just looks at the man as the rest of the party comes in.
Can I try and see this?
You definitely see it. There's a lot of aura going on here.
It's like, I don't know how to describe it other than anime terms, but when one dude has one aura and the other dude has like a similar aura, and they're just
It's like that one.
When two Kamehamehas come together.
It's like that one JoJo's image where like JoJo's
Yes.
walking up to Dio.
Yeah.
It's like,
I can't
ah,
touch the shit
Nani!
unless I get closer.
Ugh. He says, "So what can I do for you? I gotta know what I'm looking for to be able to judge the price proper, but 50 gold pieces is sufficient for most investigations, as I am a private investigator. Listen, you need a secret found out? Any major antagonists in your lives that need looking for? I can help you out. Secrets.
Do you get a lot of inquiries about the platinum dragons?
Um,
No idea.
Pam?
I like this guy.
You want me to figure out whether you want me to work with you? I mean, if you want to hire me to find the platinum dragons, I mean, a lot of competition out there looking for them. My price is going to go up exponentially.
No. You were just curious is all.
Fair enough. But like I said,
Curiosity's free, not his services.
exactly.
Ain't it
Like I
though?
said, it's found, a secret revealed. No one found it.
Alright.
So keep that in mind.
You got any contact information? Or...
He like goes in his pocket and throws out from his coat, and it in the wood beside you this paper card, and it says Tiger's Eye, Inquisitive Agency, Private Detective, Vincent Trench, Terminus Station, and on the other side it just has a tiger's eye on it. Hit me up.
Yeah.
Bye. Whatever you need.
And he'll take the card, kind of nod, put it away, tip his hat to him, and as he's going to walk out the door, he'll kind of turn back to the guy. It's like, if you ever need to, enlist the help of some adventurers, just look to your left. And there'll be a...
Enlist. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say there'll be a rough drawing of the fucking Terminus Station apartment.
You ran him a rough drawing of Terminus Station.
No, it'll be like a... I don't know. You probably would have heard a dagger flying into the wall beside him, but
You have definitely heard a dagger flying
Yeah.
off the river.
I don't know how else to do that, like low key, but also like, yeah, your aura is matched. Like, I don't know, but
What do you do to match his aura?
I think I'll basically, when he was reaching into his pocket, reaching for something, Tally didn't know what he was reaching for, but he's gonna like shift his leg, and the drawing with the address underneath it is like wrapped up into some like really probably cardboard or something. And he just like kicks it under the table and just has it like slide underneath.
So you kick a piece of cardboard under the table while he's doing that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, got it. He like down, like kicks it up. He goes,
Say that one more time.
he says, and if you need me, just look to your right. Yeah, tip is mad at you. Because you said to your left, so
Be seen.
going back to the conversation, yeah, okay. and you guys walk out. And the last place we'll see before going to break is you find your way into a herbalist shop that is called Valinor's Bounty. which I believe, Benrig, you would recognize quite easily as one of the sovereigns.
Yeah, this is where I was excited to go when the barkeep told me about it.
Oh yeah. You walk inside and you see this druid individual standing behind the desk. The room is full of shelves with, there's mortar and pestles here. There's a little crafting station over there. You look out the window and you see like a little herbalist's garden on the balcony. There is no shortage of potions that are on different shelves here and there. And you see, this elf who is just kind of casually sitting behind the table and sees you all enter. They stand and say, and it is a wood elf, by the way, with a long single braid over the shoulder. He says, welcome. Welcome to my shop. Happy to provide any services you require. Remedies, herbal remedies, herbalist shop. I have lots of potions for sale if you'd like to purchase some.
Thank you. Sovereign's blessing to you. We're new in the area. I heard of your establishment from Avi, the barkeep over in the other tower. I too am a cleric of the Sovereign. It's great to see our reach.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. I myself am a druid, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yes, blessings of the Sovereign host on you.
Yeah. What kind of potions might you have for purchase?
I've got plenty. I have potions of animal friendship. I have potions of climb. I have 2 varieties of potions of healing. I have basic ones and greater ones. And I also have a potion of water breathing. Those are my potions that I provide off the shelf. I'm always willing to create something custom.
Yeah, I'll just turn to everyone. Anyone interested?
They go for 50 gold minimum, by the way, just so you know.
Excuse me, milady. I was wondering if what did you mean by custom potions?
The druid puts her hand up and says, "I'm sorry, would you mind referring to me as, like, a they? Would that be okay?"
Do I respond to this Brandon way or the? I apologize. What did you mean by custom potions?
Custom potions. I mean, these are the ones I specialize in, but if there is, if you require a specific potion, then I'd be more than happy to help. It just depends what you want me to do. Like, obviously I'll have to go out and acquire the materials to create it, but I don't know. If there's something special that you wanted me to be able to create, I could go to work.
I think we'll probably be coming in here quite a lot in the future.
Fair enough. Well, I'll be very excited to see you all. Nice to meet you.
Or diamond?
Fala. His name is. Oh, my name is Fala Lafleer, and I will post that. Don't worry. Oh.
Okay. To just to review, the stores that are around us include a bookstore, a pub, a blacksmith, a herbalist, an investigator. Am I missing anything?
And a woodcarver.
What was that?
And a woodcarver.
And a
And a
boutique.
wood carver. Okay.
There's also a bodega. Yes, of course. Thank you, Princess Selena Dewdrop of the Summer Court.
And the place of pleasure that I haven't told anyone about because
There's, yeah, a crazy.
that I'm turned off by, so I haven't told anyone about it.
There's also not to
It's
forget.
usually the opposite effect.
There's also not to forget the House Orion Station, which provides transportation and mail courier services. If you want like a cheaper mail option than house service.
You said mail career services?
Courier, yeah. So they do like basic mail services, but they also will like courier packages for you.
So like, I don't think you got. Never mind.
MAIL.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I misheard that.
Mail. Mail.
I feel like only 2 people in this fucking chat know what I'm talking.
I know what you were talking about. I was trying to. Yeah, then this moment you made me realize you made the right choice, not telling everybody about the
Yeah, there you go.
neighborhood. So with that, we are going to go to a break as our characters take 3 days to familiarize themselves with their home, terminus, and Viatelli, you'll be the proud owner of a very large, very nice bed.
Awesome.
Can I be Batman for 3 days?
Does Tally just sit on a roof?
No, he'll perch on the bridge.
No, he needs to perch on a gargoyle, like looking out across the city.
Perch on the bridge. You want to know what's like ultimate hero aura?
What?
Have you seen that one comic panel of like Batman and Spawn just like chilling together?
Oh yeah.
They're like perched together and they're looking. And it's just dope. It's pure aura.
I'm gonna look up the GIF right now.
Batman's.
Oh, Ryan, by the way, would we have any visitors in those 3 days?
Not one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I said, he needs a couple days to get everything figured out. Or I'll say Flume comes around. Oh yeah, you're.
Well, we can handle that.
Hire you to what did you ask of the guy? You wanted him to.
To come over, like, I'm cleaning this place out. I was off.
Oh yeah, he doesn't show up.
Oh, he doesn't.
He said, "You're like, come help us clean up my new place." He doesn't show up.
I said I help pay, but like.
Yeah.
It's like getting voluntold that you're going to help somebody move.
Yeah.
If you're really friendly with them, you show up. But if you're only kind of friendly with them, you go. My truck's in the shop. It's not available.
I'm pretty damn friendly with them. I wanted to show them off my place.
Yeah. You want him to, like, come help me clean the place. That's not. That's not his. It's not his line of business. He doesn't clean for work. He's not a responsible tradesman.
Okay. Okay, fine. I'll show off my place to him next chance it gets.
Oh, have we decided on rooms?
Well,
Your place isn't even like refurbished yet, but yeah, you can decide on rooms if you want.
yeah, we need to do that when we get back. But first break, then we need to get money.
Yeah. Let's up to it. And so, Nero, you are disappointed. A friend does not emerge. Unfortunately, it seems cleaning and moving is his forte, a professional forte, and doesn't want to. You're pretty sure you know him, and you're like, yeah. On honest day's work doesn't really sound like him after all.
Yeah, but I'll buy them with drinks later.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll loan them up here.
Yeah, but while you're here, you guys have more space than you really know what to do with. You guys probably all just pick an apartment, one of the busted up apartments, and just kind of start living in there. It becomes very quickly apparent that this place needs it does need a decent renovation before it can be properly lived in. But as day 3 rolls around, you guys are going to happily, perhaps, start receiving some interesting messages.
Oh, nice.
You can stay in his manor if you want, but he won't be there.
That's fine.
Okay. You would chill around the manor.
Yeah. It's
You
a
guys-
little too run down for a princess.
Let's maybe spruce up Caylon's place for you. Okay. I guess I just put in that kind of information. Okay, here we go. Here comes the hard part. For me, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do all of these so I can keep track of things a little better. You consider the amount of money it's going to take to properly turn this place into a place of business, maybe even to make it livable. Trying to figure out, if that's for you or not, and if you'll even turn up the amount of work required to make that all happen for you. It's a big decision to make. But luckily, fate's in your way.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Fate seems to turn your way.
Okay.
The first thing that's going to happen. Here we go. Oh, this is. Okay, yeah, we'll do this one first. Oh, that one's got a little question on it. Selena. A message comes for you. And in a way that you would probably expect, but nobody else in the whole world would expect. A little songbird flies through the window one day, and you're like, yep, fair, that makes sense. And the bird sort of stops on a chair and looks over at you and bows and says, Princess Selena Dewdrop or actually a man's voice comes out and says, Princess Selena Dewdrop of the Summer Court. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Warden Jareth Oakhorn, and excuse me, my apologies. It says, I am Green Singer Melanor Fellbranch of the Druids of Eberron. We kindly welcome you to our world and would love to have a chance to speak with you. This is my servant and friend, and we would love to meet you at the Conmere estate. All of this will be provided in text. Thank you! And then the little birdie flies away. Or the Falconer. That's the basic information there for you. Message comes on behalf of the Druids of Corvair. Cool. Oh. Okay, do you do anything about that? Do you go tell your friends? Is there...
Yeah, I will tell the party when they're all together.
So you go to see them? Yeah. How do you intend to get there?
Sky Coach.
Of course. Drop 4 silver and you can be shuttled back home. You flutter past Dover Lyrandar and he's like, Princess Selena, I'm offended. You're not using my Sky Coach. And saunter on by. And as you're going to meet with the party, you're not going to be the only one who has received a message. Here. All right. Nero, you are going to receive a message in your mind. Fine. Actually, hold on that. I'm sorry. I think I took all these notes and I think they're all a little backwards. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
We'll just jump to these guys because these guys are gonna.
Did you read from the bottom of the page upward?
Maybe I must have lost my fucking mind at one point.
Well, you have been, making a lot, so.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna say. Okay, this is a question for the party. Who here, and you can message this privately if you don't want it out there in the open. Whose characters would be considered good aligned?
Well,
we can message this info privately, correct?
Yeah, you can send it privately. I think that's pretty. Like, you're a criminal, right? Like, you steal from people. You're always.
Robin Hood was a criminal.
Yeah, Robin Hood took what he stole and gave it to the poor, though.
Moral criminal.
that would be
I
a
sent you it
chaotic
on
good,
Zoom.
I think.
That would be chaotic good, yeah.
Yeah, kind of like Han Solo.
Yeah.
AKA another one of Tally's personas.
Talenta Jones.
Yeah.
His alter ego.
Yeah.
Okay, so Selena's good.
Ryan, what do you think about my character? I obviously, but
Would you say that he has done, like, actively good things over the last little while of his life? Or has he just been kind of milling about neutrally?
I mean, you know my backstory.
Okay. So we'll say neutral then? You haven't been, like, actively helping people lately?
I don't know. Yeah, we'll say neutral because. Yeah. I'll
Okay.
keep it there.
Fair enough. If that's the case, that in a moment, because Selena, you've already got a little message for you.
Am I the only good person? Benrig's good.
Benrig's, we know that. Benrig's the best.
Wake up.
Alright, so that's... I apologize, guys. My notes must be... I don't know what happened. Sorry, guys. Okay.
It's totally okay. We're all human here.
You guys are human?
Very
No.
good.
Most of us are human.
I'm a fairy princess.
So, I'll say this, given your background, I'll say that the message comes for you, Tally. So this is what sort of comes into your mind. You hear within your mind, my name is Kadan the Hammer. And more to follow.
Is that it? Is it a bird? Like what happened to Princess Selena?
Uh, so, fucking hell, Jesus Christ. He says, find the Red Cloak Battalion. We may just have work for each other.
Red Cloak Battalion.
That's right.
So a person shows up, or
Oh, this is a message that comes in your mind.
my mind? You don't want to be in there, dude.
Like, ah!
It's like that Picasso painting with the dude just holding his face, and he's like screaming.
That's called The Scream. I don't think it was by Picasso. I'll double check.
Oh, okay. He said, yeah. So he says, I am Kadan the Hammer. Find the King's Citadel. And we will speak, is essentially how it goes. He says, find the Red Cloak Battalion.
And if I refuse,
No, it just says, find the King's Citadel.
Or find the Red Cloak Battalion?
He says, find the King's Citadel, find the Red Cloak Battalion. Like, both of them are things. And anyone can make a history check to see if they know what that... Well, I mean, you can, Tally, to see if you know what that means.
12.
Brayland, basically, like, the military is known as the King's Citadel. The Brailish military is known as the King's Citadel, and there's many arms of the King's Citadel. But this is, like, higher up than, like, the City Watch. There's, they have an intelligence agency, they have protection for the royal family, they have elite warriors, they have wizards, so it's basically like the elite arms of the military, essentially. But the Red Cloak Battalion goes a step beyond that. When there are issues that the King's Citadel can't handle, they call the Red Cloak Battalion, which is a league of like the most dangerous, deadly, elite warriors in Brayland, in the entire nation. So they're considered the best of the best that are called in when the best of the military can't deal with it.
Can I reply to the message?
You can certainly try.
Why is the military arm of... Sorry, are they a part of the city of Sharn, or the king's people?
Sharn is a city in Brayland.
So it's Brayland's military armed special forces, essentially.
Red Cloak Battalion goes a step beyond that. These are like the best of the best of the best.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll just reply in my mind. Why is the Red Cloak Battalion seeking audience with me?
No response. I'll say on top of your intelligence check, you know that there's a place here in Sharn called the Citadel, which is like, it's the military headquarters of Sharn, which is probably where you gotta go.
I think he starts to have a lot of questions for himself.
Incredible. Incredible. Well, those are the two messages you received today, save one more. Which, Benrig, you are personally going to receive. And it's going to definitely sound very much like for you. We'll say as Selena arrives, there is like a knock at, I don't know how you guys house yourselves. I'll say that like as Selena's coming in one door, Benrig, you're like walking around near the lift, and you see this knight clad in like plate armor, bearing like clearly like an amulet of silver flame on their chest, hand on the sword, kind of looking around, a little curious, like they're a little lost, like they don't know where to go.
Hello. Can I help you?
The knight will turn to you. You see that she is a warrior with long blonde hair into like a tight braided bun at the back of her head. And she will say, "Good afternoon. I am looking for a warrior who said to travel amongst an adventuring band known as the, hang on a minute. Takes a crumpled piece of paper from her pocket and opens it. She says, the Platinum Watch?
Okay. Could you describe this individual for me?
Yes, I am told that he is a dwarf, much like yourself. I'm told that he is a holy man.
Yeah, that does sound quite like me. How can I help you?
She lights up and says, excellent. It's an honor to meet you. My name is Templar Savra Belbranta. It is an honor to meet you, and I come on behalf of the Church of the Silver Flame.
I see. How may I help you?
Well,
what might you have heard?
Well, we have heard from certain sources that the Platinum Watch is a capable group of adventurers, and that amongst them is one who uses faith to fight evil. And I hope I'm not wrong in that it might be you. I do not dismiss your faith, sir. I may have mine. I am a Knight of the Silver Flame, and you are of the Sovereign Host, and our ideologies may conflict at times, but both of us come from orders that wish to do good, and there is much good that needs doing within this city. I would, through you, wish to hire you and your adventuring party to do great good here in Sharn.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for your acknowledgement. Yes, I draw my strength from our great sovereign. I merely learned of it and my faith through stories from my mother back in the hold. I greatly appreciate the offer to hire us. What might that job be? Can I also insight check him on like just generally how he's been?
Sure. And it is a lady, just so you know.
Oh yeah, my apologies.
Yeah, it's all good. Just a character detail.
I have a Sabra. Yeah, you're right. Insight.
Some low side.
Gonna be a 25 insight.
25. You see that there is. You see that she's a little. Maybe a little. You definitely see that there is like a religious conflict in speaking to you. You're not sure if it comes from her own feelings or her worries of your feelings, because you come from different faiths. But you do see that she is genuine in that she wishes for
Has
you.
heard of us, wishes to hire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she seems like unsure, but genuine in her wish to hire someone who mutually believes in holiness to bring good to the world.
Cool. Thank you, Savra. I'm honored. Yes. How could we help? I think we may have some stuff going on currently, but I'm sure we can assist. I would happy to.
That is quite fair. I would wish for you and your company to come and meet me at my center of faith. So you may find me at the Cathedral of Cleansing Flame when you're. And as I've said, I do not begrudge your faith, nor wish it diminished. But should you be willing, I would have you and your party join the Templars of the Silver Flame. Not as full knights and sirs, and it would certainly not be in such a way to discriminate against your current faith, but in a way that brings you into a mutual bond under the light of the Silver Flame, and that we might work together to better Sharn as a whole. We, of course, would be more than willing to pay you and provide you aid in your journeys through the cities. And if you wish to learn more, please come to the cathedral, and maybe we could discuss more.
Well, thank you very much, Sabra. I very much appreciate the offer. I'm sure myself and my group will find our way to you as soon as we can.
Very well. May the Sovereign Host.
That's okay. Faith be with you.
She'll smile and nod, and bow her head respectfully, and make her way back to the lift.
Cool.
Because she's very, it's very off balance, making this offer to someone of a different faith.
Mm-hmm.
So very off balance, you can tell that.
Okay, cool.
At this point, Selena, you come fluttering in with your news.
I had a little birdie tell me that he wants to meet us. I think we should go. It might be work.
What kind of work they offering?
Well, we'd have to go to find out.
Sounds good to me. I'm tired of sitting around here.
Yeah, me too. Well, actually, for flavor, could Selena have been looking for Smokey?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
You catch sight of her a couple times, but...
Ah, cool. Okay.
Thanks.
I suppose I could take a break looking for Smokey to check out the sleep.
There she is! Points down on the mountain.
What? Where?
Yeah, well, where is she?
Yeah, of course, I'm sure we can check it out. I too just had someone come approach me on behalf of looking to requisition our group for something. They're from the Church of the Silver Flame.
So, Silver Flame, huh? Big. Those guys known to being hardcore.
Yeah, that's the reputation I've gathered too. But regardless of my conflicting faith, they at least were interested enough to extend the offer. So perhaps after we can investigate that also. Something for the list.
Yeah. And we need clients. We want to fix this place up. So why not? And I'll check in with the others. Hey, Vitelli. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was actually gonna say.
I'll check on Vitelli and Tally. Tell them what's going on.
Sorry, I'm being invaded by a cat right now.
Oh, it's Smokey. Princess Selena, we found him. Her.
That's not something, but that's a completely...
Can you move?
There's Smokey.
Yeah. Ryan, be careful. It'll eat you.
I'm not Ryan. I am Elaine, the poltergeist. I don't know.
I'm sorry, Nero. What did you ask about?
We got some leads on some walk coming up. Silver Flame and there's a couple of druids apparently.
Well, maybe we should do those. I mean, it seems like we've already been sidetracked enough from our original goal, so why not?
I say good. You got any leads?
None I can think of.
Oh, the deception check.
Yeah, go ahead. Deception check tally.
Inside check.
If you think Nero would think to insight check him, regardless of the meta.
Well, Tally tends to be a shady character, so why not?
That's not true. All the time.
All right.
All the time. That's good enough for me.
Lucky.
I got a 15.
Yeah, he seems to be on the level.
Okay, let's get going.
All right.
What is the o'clock? What's the time?
What? Oh, it's like
Midday.
it's like it's before midday for sure. Full day ahead.
Do you want to walk there? Because
No.
yeah, I'm not made of money.
No. I don't think we should walk.
Easy for you to say you have wings.
Yeah, you never walk. Actually, try it.
His legs are just
Yeah, let's see you walk around.
She'll flutter to the ground and do little pirouettes.
Also, everybody mark off a gold and a 5 silver for food for the last 3 days. Housing, but you need food. 5.
Yeah, we're gonna need money fast.
Wait. Ryan, what if you have a different lifestyle? You know? Because you can be modest or...
We could do lifestyle if you want. I just figured you guys would like the cheaper end of things because you're, you have a house now.
Have you heard some of the people in this party?
Well, Selena's staying rent-free at the manor, and you guys are staying rent-free at your run-down home, so, it is... Well, I'll tell you what, I'll put it this way. Does anyone think that they're living either in squalor or in really poor conditions? I mean, your house is already kind... Yeah, that's a good point. So, Tally, Nero, Viatelli, and Benrick, since you're living in this, like, run-down, decrepit penthouse, I'll say it's 6 silver for the 3 days for eatings.
How much silver?
That's eat good, and then it would have been the original price.
I'll spend the money you first said, and rather than go downstairs to the bodega to get my food, I'll go upstairs to the house. Not a place to eat.
So how much is that, Ryan?
So are you getting, like, good food, or are you eating, like, poor, shitty, what you're used to?
Four.
So only 6 silver instead of the gold and 5 silver.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Tally will probably be modest at most.
So you could just mark off the gold 5 silver.
Okay.
Alright, so you guys are gonna take a sky coach. You find your Lyrandar flyer upstairs. It says, "Hey, how's it going, guys? Where can I take you? Where do you headed?"
Oh, goblins too.
Oh yeah, pay your goblins, right? 2 silver each for a day, so 6 silver each. The question remains. It's me, Dover Lyrandar, your buddy, the guy who flies you around. Where do you want to go?
Dover, Benrig, princess. Did they mention where to meet him?
Yeah, we go to the Belcomer estate.
Okay, let's start there. And we'll just walk away to where the flame is later on.
All right, if that's what you want to do, no problem. I can't. Smoky. Let's see here. You guys are going to go to. I don't think we're. Yeah, sure. Why not? You guys are going to go to Upper North Edge. It sounds like.
Okay.
Which means this is going to cost you. You guys are over in Tavix Landing. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. That's going to be 6 silver each. It takes about 20 minutes as you fly all the way from the bottom of Tavix Landing all the way to the top of North Edge. Let's go take a look at that cool estate. It is a perfect place for nobles who can afford a manor in the clouds, but also wants to avoid the upper, like the hustle and bustle. So this is kind of like the really rich suburbs of Sharn. This is like where we stay out of the heart of the city, but everything is still really nice. This is like fucking Malibu. This is kind of like Malibu real estate in Sharn. So really, really high up in the air in the clouds. You see bustling grand estates, different districts filled with spire-topped manors. A host of rooftop parks and gardens provide lovely spaces for sitting and reflecting. You are going to be landed outside a very, very lovely estate. It has multiple rooms, and as your sky coach comes to land, an individual is going to begin to walk out and towards you.
Kim Kardashian?
No, it's not going to be about Kardashian. In fact, despite how well he looks, like how well dressed he looks, there is definitely a druidy presence to him. He's very mangy, bearded, but you know, a nice enough looking guy, and he speaks rather, shall we say, like monotonely. And he says he will regard you immediately, Serena, and bow very lowly in your presence. And despite his sort of kind of boring exterior, he seems to lighten up at your presence. And he is going to say, Princess Selena Dewdrop of the Summer Court, may I just say, as a green singer of the Druids of Eberron, it is my esteemed honor to invite you to both Corvair and the city of Sharn. It is only but my apologies that we have not found you sooner, for it is my order that takes pride in making communion with the noble fae and the mortals of our home worlds. So, thank you very much for choosing this material plane for your visit.
Oh, what a lovely welcome. Thank you. The pleasure is all mine.
Now, servants of the princess, welcome as well. But, Princess Dewdrop, if you'd be so kind, the proprietor of the estate would wish to speak with you.
Of course.
The half-elf druid will come and very, showing you every manor, will take you through a beautiful, beautiful gardens. And you're going to see like every tree is unique from somewhere else, somewhere new. Just like, it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous estate. That's all there is to be said. And most exceptionally in the entire estate is a massive tree that looks like it was taken from a jungle and transplanted right here. And he says, and he points to the tree with a wide sweeping hand and says, "May I introduce to you the one and only Warden at Jerith Falcol." And then the tree seems to speak without any source of face. It's just almost like a voiceless, voice, a soundless voice sort of emanates from the tree and speaks to you all. And says, "Welcome, one and all. The Platinum Watch. Tales have come far and wide of your adventures in saving of the one known as Flume, from a very well-regarded individual in this city. Indeed, I am Warden Falcon, and I welcome all of you, especially the Princess Selena Dewdrop of the Summer Court. It is our honor to have you here."
Well, it's so nice to meet you. It's nice seeing the trees come alive again. I've been away from home for far too long.
Indeed. Well, adventurers such as yourselves undoubtedly not only need allies in such a city, but work, and ways to perhaps further the balance of nature. For the Greed Singers commune with the Fae, but I am of the Order of Wardens of the Wood, and it is our job to ensure the balance of civilization and the balance of nature, and Sharn needs a great deal of balancing. If all of you feel this to be true, that you would hold these ideals to yourself as well, we Druids of Corvair would very much like and accept your help if you'd be willing to join our Order of the Wardens of the Woods, so that we may bring balance to nature and civilization here in Sharn.
What exactly would this balance look like?
Civilization has its place, but so does nature. Sharn is a beautiful city, but it is made of artifice, of stone, of steel and metal. But the air and the clouds are as much of nature as is the roots. There is dangers in these cities, surely. Monsters that do not belong here. Creatures that jeopardize the people who wish to live in civilization, and people of civilization who threaten the good lives of those who wish to live beyond the bounds of civilization. We seek only to bring peace to both ways of life. Membership to our order is one that I'm sure is not taken lightly. If you are all willing to accept, then we would be more than happy to accept you and let the work begin. However, we understand if you might need some time to consider such an offer. It is an obligation, to be sure.
And
But
what kind of obligation?
The obligation of helping keep the balance of civilization and nature, as I have said. And also, of course, prioritizing us as, well, allies, as we would prioritize you as ours.
Well, sign me up. I'd be happy to help keep the balance of nature and civilization. I think this is a little bit of an overgrown concrete jungle myself. It could use more trees.
I'm sure I couldn't agree more, but only such places where the people of this city think those trees should grow. I do not wish to destroy what they have, only to balance it.
So there's no initiations or 10% of our checks or communion or anything like that?
He says, we druids do not stand too much on ceremony, and we certainly do not require payment for joining our order. more the same, it would be more likely that we would be paying you. In fact.
And how exactly does an order that touts balance of nature and civilization get such an unbalanced salary in order to afford such nice accommodations?
You refer to the grounds of my family. I understand. I am the last member of my noble house, or at least the last one that remains here upon these estates in Sharn. This is most probably due to the fact that I have not moved from this very spot in a very long time. I decided to sit down in my great contemplations of nature, and I never rose until this great tree had rose up around me and became one with nature. But the rest of my house has moved on, and so I have opened the estate to my order, the Wardens of the Woods.
What kind of work would we be doing for you?
The balancing of nature with civilization, such as getting rid of creatures that do not belong in such civilized places, or keeping dangers away from those who live in nature, protecting people from the dangers from both places, civilization and nature alike.
Oh, why didn't you just say so?
That is... It goes quiet. If you need additional help around the city, we can certainly appeal to that. We are more than happy to share with you information that we have gathered from conversations with the animals of the city. I am also Green Singer Melanor Fellbranch will also be willing to provide you with food and care for any animals that you may have acquired. Mounts are very favorable in the city for transport. Should you have such creatures, we'd be more than happy to ensure that they are fed and stabled well, and with good care. And lastly, I am a druid of no small power. I would be willing to bestow some measure of those powers upon you when needed.
Well, you drive a decent offer. We'd have to take some time to think about it. Definitely.
More than fair. But please return, should you wish to accept our offer.
Thank you very much.
Tally will kind of pull aside the party. Where was the other place that we thought about going?
Organized religion.
Silver Flame.
Oh,
Not near as cool as the druids.
Oh, do
I
all the
don't
trees?
know that it's necessarily binding. I know that they were looking for a capable group to get a job done. Perhaps we can deal without pledging.
did they
But
also offer to join their
cult.
order?
Yes, that.
There we go.
Yes, I think Viatelli put it well. They did. But merely as, I think, members, they did their best to be respectful.
Oh, good to go. I will say though, Benrig, you're not a very good preacher if you're, just calling it a cult outright. You got to kind of lead them on a little bit.
It's okay to call it what it is.
But I appreciate you for your honesty.
And Princess, you're more than welcome to sign up without the rest of the group signing up. It's just that only Selena would gain the benefits, and then
Oh, okay.
then you can use the party to complete jobs on behalf of the order. So, it's kind of a, But
What
like,
if we
if say Callie came up and was like, "Tell me what the animals have said about this," or "Feed my griffin," they'd be like, "No, you have to join up." But they would do that for you, Selena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Selena wants to join up.
All right. Let me see if there's any special ceremonies. to ensure that this will
You see, this is
work.
what I was talking about.
Oh wait, there is none except for this.
What?
And the tree, you're gonna see some leaves are gonna just sort of gently fall, and then kind of like an unknown wind will sort of kind of scatter the leaves and kind of surround you for a moment, Selena, and then fall to the ground. And you are going to be blessed with a supernatural charm from the tree. And you are going to be blessed with the blessing of restoration. Or excuse me, the charm of restoration. Very, very different. And what the charm of restoration does, it gives you 6 charges, which you can use to cast the following spells. Greater restoration for 4 charges, or lesser restoration for 2 charges. But these charges do not recharge. Once they're spent, they're gone.
I gotta get me some of that.
Oh no! No, you all didn't want to join.
I didn't say I didn't.
No, it's fine. I get it.
We're accepting the job. Yeah. I mean, I don't think any of us outright refused. So.
No. Well, no, you're right. But today is about Princess Selena Dewdrop of the Summer Court.
Oh.
Welcome to the Druids of Corvair. Perhaps there is an order that fits you best, but for now, we would wish to impart upon you a mission on behalf of the Wardens of the Woods. Are you willing to undertake such a mission, Selena Dewdrop?
Yes, of course.
Very well. The outlying farms around Sharn are being terrorized by a scarecrow that has come to life. It has been slaughtering livestock and chasing horses and spooking farmers. No people have been killed as of yet, so the city guard seems to be, as usual, dragging its heels to support the lower districts. But something must be done. So, when you are ready, please venture out, find these scarecrows, and end their terror upon the farmers and their animals.
So there's scarecrows terrorizing farmers?
Yes, that's right.
Any indication as to what brought the scarecrow to life?
No, not really. You'll have to find out for yourself. I have not been able to see them by the grace of, being a tree.
Mm-hmm.
That makes
That's
sense.
not confusions.
Maybe willing to help.
Where was this again?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Selena, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
do all the trees talk where you're from?
The important ones.
Not all of them, but there's talking trees, right?
Oh, there's a ton of talking trees.
Okay.
There's a hell of talking trees.
But it is common.
Oh. Interesting. Neo's only seen like 3 dozen trees in his life.
Make your way outside of Tavik's Landing, south of the City of the Dead. There is not much farmland around Sharn, but there is some.
Just to clarify, we will all be getting paid for this job, right?
It's okay if we don't.
It is most
I will be
certainly not
willing.
okay.
I will be willing to pay Selena a sum worthy enough that would allow her to hire other adventurers in aid of her singular mission. If that is a good way of putting it.
Sure.
So, Princess Selena controls our bottom line for this mission.
Unless you, of course, want to join and take this mission on with her.
I just tried to join. You told me no.
No, that's not at all how that conversation went.
That's how
You
I
are a
remember.
silly man, Talenta Jones. Would you like to join?
Join me, join me, join me.
Sure.
Sure.
Yes, I would like to join.
Join what? I'm curious. There's so many factions in the city.
The Warden of the Woods. Or,
I
yeah.
would like to join the Warden of the Woods, please.
In that moment, some more leaves, just a couple, fall from the tree, slightly swirl around you, and land at your feet. And you too will possess the charm of restoration. And the tree will say, "Welcome, Talenta Jones, the Wardens of the Woods. We are glad to have you."
Feels good, huh? Being a part of something larger, having your Pocahontas moment with the leaves and...
Who is Pocahontas, Princess Selena?
Oh, she's, you know, a character, storybook character.
Fair enough. I don't read much.
He
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
have he doesn't have the
You
arms
and
to hold a
paper.
book.
Yeah, and you and paper probably have a weird kind of.
Yeah, that would be super creepy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The,
Very
the,
awkward.
the
It kinda
peeled
takes-
tattoos of dead relatives.
Yeah. It kind of takes the meaning
That's
of reading
Cousin
into
Larry.
yourself
The
to
tree
a whole
sort of
different.
sighs a little bit. And says, "Thank you all for coming to my estate here, and we're very excited to have you two join us, and the rest of you, I'm sure, help them with the trial of scarecrows ahead. Good luck."
Oh wait, how much money?
I don't know, like enough. Go deal with it first, we'll talk.
Okay, sure.
What kind of business arrangement is this?
Thank you, Princess Selena. We don't believe in capitalism here.
What
We're
fucking communist?
more of a bargaining, trading sort of peoples, you see. We're not capitalists.
I knew there was a fucking catch.
So,
There's always
which
one.
which of you two is going to be negotiating my contract?
I will.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah, Viatelli.
You know what? I just want to
good.
see how this goes. So, Selena, you in charge of this contract.
Well, for now we'll be paying in giggles and sparkles. And then later, once we destroy the scarecrows, we might get some money.
Good to know. It's a good place to start.
Tally, you're going to hear another message in your head from the same sort of monotone voice.
Shit.
It's going to say, "It is I.
Deal.
It is I, Kadan the Hammer, of the Red Cloak Battalion. Bring your allies, and we shall see if we can make Sharn a better place." You can reply to this message.
Dally, did you say something?
Yeah, sure. You see Tally kind of like looking in the air, is a little annoyed, probably.
I'll whisper under my breath if I refuse.
There's no response.
Fucking lying sack of shit.
Yeah, you can reply to it. I think he's gonna respond. And one more thing is gonna happen in this moment, actually. Nero and Viatelli, this is for you two. As you guys are all standing there, you're gonna see, you're gonna see these two, like, little dragons fly through the air. They are tiny. They're no bigger than a cat. And they have what looks to be like scorpion-like stingers on their tail. Roll for initiative. They're going for you, Nero. Not kidding. Not kidding.
Again.
Not again. They fly like right towards your group and drop scrolls in Nero and Viatelli's hand, both of you, and just fly away.
I take a look.
That's new and different.
It's new. Interesting.
Have I seen anything like that before?
Are those you mean the 500,000 platinum dragons? Is that what you're?
Yeah.
No.
Well, because she takes things literally, right?
Oh, right. Inspiration. Good job.
Oh, yay!
Good job. That was good. Good being Faye. Good being Faye on you. Very clever. You two open up your scrolls, and it's going to say to you, very simply, with your no names, there'll be like a V at the top on yours and an N at the top of yours, Nero. And it'll say, "Want to be part of something big? Speak to Davil Starstrong at the Drunken Dragon."
Okay. Ryan, what district are we in again?
You guys are in
Calabasas.
upper north edge. So you would need to go to Upper Dira, which would be 2 districts over.
Okay, interesting. You guys, we just got another offer. Do you want to take a quick quick walk over to Tal'Dorei, or start hunting down scarecrows?
I could probably go a lifetime without going back to Dura, but
You can try to
if
get out.
there's money there.
You can try to get out of Dura, man, but it keeps pulling you back in. That's the real Sharn.
Yeah. I'm curious what this guild order or the druid, what they seek to do with the ones in Dura, the ones who don't have estates in the Upper East Side.
They're sending you down to deal with farmers who are being pillaged and raided by animate things. What does it look like they're doing?
Yeah, the farmers are a part of their purview, don't you think?
Yeah, but I'm willing to help. Why not?
Let's help the farmers
I will-
first.
Okay.
I'm going to need
Let's go
half of
scrap.
my glitter and giggles up front.
Yeah, same.
And
There's the
actually,
first one.
we can negotiate the rest when we get post scarecrow and pre-payment by your order.
Fair enough. So what did Baby Corn say to Popcorn? Or sorry, I fucked it up. What did Baby Corn say to Mama Corn?
what?
Where's Popcorn?
Oh boy.
There's your giggles. And then she'll fly about because she's got sparkles on her wings. I don't know if this is correct or not.
Yeah, you're good.
But she's gonna fly above you and she's gonna flutter her wings and glitter will sparkle down on you.
As glitter sparkles down on you, Viatelli, your feet lift off the ground a little bit.
If you tell you, starting to fly.
That
You have magical
is
dandruff.
fantastic. I'm on. Let's go.
Incredible. Cool. So scarecrows it is. It sounds like.
We're gonna go slay some scarecrows. That's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah, let's get some action, and then we'll head back to the Drunken Dragon around nightfall, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Whenever
Smoking
we're done
on.
dealing with what we got to deal with.
Yeah, sounds good.
We'll make a day trip.
So another 6 silver will bring you right back down to Tavik's Landing, quick. Just going for the most expensive travel.
It's not, guys. We gotta start walking. We can't keep doing this.
You gotta stop. You haven't been walking. You've been flying everywhere.
Yeah, but I'm saying like we gotta start walking.
We're about to make more money, so it'll be fine.
You guys can also
We don't know that.
take, Orion carriages if you want, which is definitely cheaper by quite a bit, and would still cut the time down a little, not quite as well, but somewhat. But you guys fly past all of the bridges, going deeper and deeper into the city, closer to your part of the city, which unfortunately is beneath the manors and high station nobles. As you fly all the way back down to Terminus Station, you are let off. And Dover's like, well, it's been good flying with you all today. You gonna need me later, or should I pick up some other clients? What do you think?
Let's I say let him go get some extra cash somewhere else for today.
What are the rest of you? Come on, you let Dover, your trusted sky coach flyer, go to do other people?
We've got a couple of errands to run. We're not really certain how long they're going to take. I think it could be an all-day affair.
All right. I'll fly out for an hour, maybe take a little extra long lunch when I get back. You'll know where to find me in the Terminus Tastes.
See you around, Dover.
See you around, Nero. That's right, I know all your names.
Well done.
I've been flying with you guys for 2 days. We're best friends. You guys make your way down, and you kind of like hop across the railroad tracks and start walking away from Sharn. And it probably feels a little weird. Nero, you've never been so far from home in your whole life.
Yeah, at one point he just stops in his tracks and just looks back like, I don't know if I've, oh my god, I never stepped this far. Holy crap.
Yeah, there's a lot more to the world than roach-infested tenements and shit.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Tally. Whole world, sooner or later, every part of it flows its way into Sharn.
You're not wrong.
That's good.
At this moment, most excitingly, I'm going to just roll randomly for who gets this one.
Okay.
Via Tally. It's coming to you. You see, as you guys are walking away, and you guys are all, and Nero's looking back, and he's like, "It all goes through Sharn, baby."
It's true.
You look over behind you, via Tally, and you see something coming at you. You realize it's a paper airplane.
Wow.
Yeah, you kind of catch out of the air, and you felt like like it was a little self-propelled there for a moment. Once it lands in your hand, it kind of calms down. What do you do with it?
Open it up, take a look inside.
Yeah, you kind of like take it like that, and then the moment you kind of loose it from your hand, take an edge, prepare to unfold it, and then unfolds itself complete. This is clearly a magical piece of paper. And on it says, Caylin tells us you're a good bet. He buy you tickets to the opera tonight at Light Singer Theater. Where are we? Oh, they always do this to me. Oh yeah, I know where they did it. In the Dragon Eyes district. If you're interested, meet Tasra and her sister at intermission. Private box C. Formal attire is required for admittance.
What was the name of the opera house?
Okay, just a second. Because let's see. It's coming. Hold.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I know where I'm going tonight.
Okay. Shall I represent you at the Drunken Dragon?
No, I'll get there in my own time, but a couple of ladies in making it an invite to the to the theater. I
Fair,
have to go.
fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yarlin, you sly dog.
This one is that's not that's definitely not it. It's called the Art Temple. That is the name of the theater. The Art Temple Theater. And I think you, Viatelli, being given your background, you know that this is like the big shit theater here in Dura. This is like the renowned avant-garde, like Fjarlund, definitely some of the best of our Fjarlund entertains here. This is like cream of the crop theater.
Yeah, there's no way I'm not going to this.
Fair enough.
So you're saying we gotta get this done ASAP, Rocky? Then
Oh, yeah.
We got to roll.
Oh yeah, let's get going.
I got a date tonight.
Are we supposed to meet Tara?
Tasra.
In box C.
Tasra in private box C. Formal attire is required for admittance. And it is addressed to the Platinum Watch. So the whole party.
I don't suppose any of you would have interest in going.
Oh yes, that sounds lovely.
I do have a love for the arts, but I don't know.
Oh come on, it's
Do you
lovely.
have something better to wear, Tally? No offense, but that won't do.
My everyday wear. Meaning I wear it every day.
We're gonna have to amend that if you want to go.
We'll see. And he will drag the party by their heels.
Let's get
To
going.
this. We can do this in like 2 minutes, guys. I'm pretty sure we could do this in like 2 minutes.
Quick battle, in and out.
Yeah.
And I believe, as you guys make your way out to what small farmlands do lie outside Sharn, that is where we will call our session. And next session, we'll take out some scarecrows, maybe meet some of these strange people that Cayln and Tales has got you interested in, and maybe there's a person or two more who might want to talk to you.
Awesome.
Maybe
Yeah.
some that